Evening, welcome to TCH Live on this Monday, October 23rd. I'm William Waddy, the New York Knit with you. We're going to be playing some 2-5, sometimes more, Texas Hold'em here at TCH Austin. Just about to get started here. Sorry to be on a little bit late, minor tech issue, but we got that sorted out. Ready to give you some great poker the next few hours. We got some familiar faces here. We'll go through those as we start to get a hint out here. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you're staying dry if you're around here. It's finally raining again.
Yeah, why not?
See Frank and Rena in the chat already. Great to see you. Be sure to hit that like button on the way in. Let the algorithm know that we're on and you're enjoying this, and we should all tune into TCH. Hi, Poker Monkey. How are you doing? I see $2 out. I see $5 out. Don't think we're going to see a straddle out of suit 2 quite yet. The 2K match the stack buy-in tonight,
Billy's going to be first. You're not a straddle because he came.
as we usually do on Mondays around here. Mosquito Josh in seat 1. He is not under the gun. He's the big blinds. I see B Hold'em. Barber, Optimize. Chris, Uncle T, Kevin. We know who these guys are. Optimize opening up with Ace-9. Chris and Josh coming along. 3 ways we go. And look at that. Top pair for Optimize. Pretty good flop for him. Pretty lousy flop for everyone else as we check through. With this queen, Optimize should be ahead if he was already ahead. Josh does pick up a gutter here. Just a sliver of life. 30 from Optimize. Chris going to call with the effective 4th pair. Heads up we go to the river, which is a deuce. So pair of aces good for Optimize here if we get to showdown. Optimize looking for $100 worth of value. He is not going to get that $100 worth of value. So first blood goes to Optimize this evening. I think we will see the 10 on this hand. Jeremy dealing the cards for us this evening, this first half of the show. Now pressing the buttons on the other side.
7 raises to 30.
Chris raising it up with the King 10.
8 calls, 9 calls.
Uncle T's in there.
New card protector.
New mask. New card protector?
New mask. That'd be.
Barber
maybe
looks
a
like he's going
branded
to be
mask.
defending.
Yeah, 3
What did he defend with? We'll see in a second. Ace-9. King, King 4 is going to be, I believe, 3 kings for one of these players. Chris is the player with the king.
7, 8 check.
Chris way ahead. We check through. That jack does not help anybody's cause here. Chris will put out the 50.
No, but
It would have been
Nobody feels like drawing dead this time now.
No, more changing. Thank you very much.
I mean, not live jam. Like, there's only so much a person can do. Like, even
All right. On to hand number 3.
you'd have to. I bet you just put it away, didn't you? You put it away.
There are tournaments that are life changing, you know?
There's
For sure. Yeah. Oh, live
straddle 10.
Yeah, maybe it's time to start one of those Roth IRAs.
Okay, 7 folds, 8 folds, 9 folds.
Retirement advice from Optimize.
You need a job for that? Yeah.
1 raises to 40.
Do you have to be employed?
Consult a financial professional if you're interested in such matters. I probably wouldn't be turning to a poker player myself.
Yeah, does poker on your tax return qualify?
Yeah, like if you're a pro player.
Wow. So a Roth IRA populated with the
Heads up, we go. Uncle T is dominated, but Uncle T does have an open ender. Ace 9 7. Crushes 50, gets called. Each of them's going to hope the other one makes a pair here, but not a pair of eights. All the straights miss.
wonder if maybe a traditional
Four-liner.
would make more sense, right?
Nobody has
You
a
skip the
6.
tax part until later.
And the jack is going to play for Josh.
Yeah, I like that flop, but it didn't turn into me. Yeah.
Repping the Minnesota Vikings tonight.
I needed your 10, right?
Yep.
But you
Playing
know, I don't think
the Niners
what's really in heaven?
a little bit later tonight.
Maybe more tournaments.
What a wild weekend it was.
Well, if he wins more tournaments, it's probably going to go up. So he needs to do a Roth. So
Small bit.
My Broncos won.
They're
Somehow,
20 more tax
Buffalo lost to New England.
I can give you my number.
Detroit lost. Chicago won.
In the stock market?
What's going on this week? The whole week has a case of the
I'm
crazies.
gonna go to Vegas and put it on Wheel of Fortune. Really? Yeah.
One calls.
That's not quite that bad.
Just yeah, read the Sim to Live's book and then tell me what you think.
She raised 35.
35 from B. Holden.
This you've had some fairly sound financial advice, but there's always the alternative. Blow it on somebody who thinks that's my
B. Holden just taking it down.
thing you can do is play like a
No sweat at all.
Auto post.
not the way to grind up.
While we have a moment, tell you all about the
That's a lot of
Dallas birthday party. I don't actually have a graphic up for this, but the TCH Dallas location is now turning 3 years old, and there'll be an event tomorrow. TexasCardHouse.com for all the details there. There'll be prizes if you make some high hands there.
What's your minimum?
Sounds like there's going to be cake. Cake sounds pretty good. Too bad I'm not in Dallas. Check that out tomorrow, TCH Dallas. Uncle T checking out a king and a queen, making it 15.
Singapore.
B holds him along for the ride. Chris going to squeeze that suited ace. Wouldn't mind if Uncle T folded a bigger ace. And he's going to call. B holds him, wants to see some more cards. 3 ways we go. Queen Jack 6. Kind of interesting here. B holds him, does have the gutter. Uncle T with top pair. Chris has backdoors. Little something for everyone. Chris gonna continue for 60. Uncle T's not going anywhere with top pair. B Hold'em has just a gut shot and not a great one, so he will make the fold. 3 of clubs turn.
Yeah, just generally giving them
Backdoors are closed for Chris. He may be giving up here.
caring about the aesthetic,
And he does.
Cables
Facing
hanging
the
down
130 from
TVs
Uncle
plugged
T.
into the floor and stuff. That was my favorite thing. It was like, come on, you gotta do better.
Thank you very much.
No huge pots quite yet, but we have a very long way to go.
I assume you're talking about live, right? Of course.
Sometimes you get the huge all-in straight out of the gate. Sometimes you don't, and that's fine. We're a little spoiled here in Texas. Like you expect to have fireworks immediately.
Really? That's about my.
that's
That's
low.
about my
I
number
think that's a
too.
little bit low.
20? I mean,
Yeah, let's
I
go
mean,
with 20.
it's not gonna break 20.
Yeah, alright. Remember, you still have your membership.
Actually-
Your
Actually, you know what?
One raise to
Let's
15.
find out.
5s for Josh.
Do you have a way of tracking this?
Yeah, I can
Three
find out.
calls.
I,
Five
I would put money on below 20 sessions.
no, I think it's below 20 also, but I don't
9s for Uncle T.
8 makes it 80.
Decides to play that as a 3-bet. $80 the price.
One call.
Josh in there.
3 calls.
And I think we can have the old avalanche here. Barber calls, Optimize is going to say, well, no, he's going to fold. Not going to talk himself into saying pot odds, and we go 3 ways. Ace, Jack, 9. That's a set of 9s
One check.
for Uncle T. Barber's got a gutter here. Actually, he has 2 gutters. No, he has an open ender. I can't read a board. It's Monday.
3 bets 130.
Barber has an open ender. Uncle T has bottom set. And Barber has bet into that set. He's bet 135. I promise I know how this game works. And Uncle T could go either way here. He could consider calling. And hopefully Barber fires again with top pair or maybe even top 2 pair. He could check raise since there are some turns that'll straighten the board out. He is going to
It's like
opt to
right
call.
It's like a little,
Josh gets out of there. Heads up, we go to the turn,
Little under.
which is another 9. That's quads for Uncle T.
well,
If only this were yesterday, though. The quads were quad 9s yesterday, but the quads of the day are quad 10s today.
first of all, like, that's not even like forever. I think
But he's got 9s.
there's probably a couple more before then. It's probably like,
He's just going to have to settle for the pot as Barber will gift him another $185. Question again is call or raise. You could go either way again. You're out of position,
almost due.
which means that you cannot guarantee that the third bet's going to go in on the end.
Going for the once every,
If you're in position, I like calling a lot better.
once every 6.
185.
Could go for a smaller raise here, try and milk a straight draw. He is going to make the call. He's going to hope that Barber catches, or at least Barber bluffs. That's not going to happen on this ace river.
8 checkers.
2 pair on board. Unless Barber is going to rep aces full, which he's not going to. He's going to check back. There's the quads.
Well, I love that fucking ace. I'm like, oh gosh, yeah.
If he would have had quad 10s, he would have been in line for $800. Must have the pocket pair, additional rules apply. TexasCardHouse.com for all the rules
Yesterday was not.
on all the promos.
I'm not greedy.
Quads of the day, such a fun promo here at TCH Austin. Other way to hit it would be in a PLO hand. If you get the quads in your hand, you'll hit the jackpot.
Yeah. And a lot
So
of
we see any of these players dealt four 10s in the hole tonight. That'll do the trick.
You want a real tip? You gotta give me the royal.
Behold him with the 6s.
3 makes it 40.
Barber going to raise over that limp with the 10-9. We see a 3-bet from Optimize. Don't see his hand quite yet. Ace 3 of spades.
25 more. 125.
Uncle T going to go for back-to-back quads with his pocket pair. Just 7s this time. We see some suited connectors hit the muck. Behold him not wanting to set 9 for that price. Doesn't have the correct odds with his stack. Barber with a suited connector. Another iffy spot, given what he'd have behind. We'll make the call.
Players.
$400 in the middle as we go three ways. Ace Jack 5, that's going to be top pair for Optimize, our squeezer. Barbara's got backdoors. Everyone checks. King of spades. This will give Optimize the nut spade draw. Barbara has a gut shot now.
Josh, you know the line on the game?
I do not. I know we're going to be
Underdog.
underdogs, even at home. 5 bets, 150.
Optimize is going to go for the bet now. He's going to make it 150, and I doubt he gets any takers here.
8 folds. 12 folds and shows 1.
Not about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
River comes
Pair
to spades.
spades.
Pretty big.
Had to be a fair.
Optimize taking that one.
Like 8 whites from you.
Early look at the B pips.
Bump up.
Kevin hasn't gotten into hands yet.
Thank you very much.
Jay, Jeremy.
Sure he will
Sit
soon
out.
enough. He'll get involved in this bomb pot.
Mom is sitting out.
And $10 and 4 cards, 2 flaps. We go from there. Here come the flops. King 6-5, 6-4-3.
9 chips.
Josh with 7-6-3. So 2 pair and some straight draws. B Hold'em has just aces. Makes it 30.
5 folds.
Optimize with top 2 on the bottom, calls the 30. Chris with top set on the top is going to call.
4 players.
As will Josh, who's got a piece of both sides. 7 of spades, 8 of clubs. Clubs come in on the bottom. And Josh has the queen high clubs,
1 chip.
which are the best hands at the moment. B holds and picks up the nut spade draw on the top.
5 chips.
The set's still ahead on top for Chris.
75.
Checks all the way to him. He does make it 75.
1 calls.
Josh calling. Feels like his boat outs might be good on the bottom as well, shortly,
2 calls.
if he does happen to be against the ace high flush. Also has 2 pair on the top now. He holds and makes the call with his draw. Optimize also making the call.
Sorry. 4 players.
Little piece of both sides. 8 of spades, 9 of diamonds, so nut spades for B Hold'em on that top board. On the bottom board, it's going to be Josh taking it with 6s and 3s. No, he's got the clubs. Duh. He's got the clubs.
He's got 2
Second nut clubs.
5 and 7 folds.
Hard to scoop. I got
He makes it 210.
I don't get a boost at midnight. My mom's like,
that's on the other.
Only B Hold'em calls, and they are going
And I
to
had,
chop it
I
up.
had both
Is that where you
straight
get
flush
9?
blockers.
you think about having most of my bosses.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
If you got
So we'll
scooped
head
there,
back to
that would-
Hold'em.
That'd be a bad omen. You should not get scooped with that hand.
Always tricky going after those one-way hands. B Hold'em
Dream on.
just
Joey.
had the spades on the top, and they came in and he got half the pot.
And they are not early.
You changed my.
Straddle 10.
I mean, I mean that'd be gross. You just changed one of my cards.
Looks like the 10's on.
3 by 1 inch. I had a 3 of spades. Changed it into a 4 of spades.
Nasty straight play.
7 raises to 35, 8.
35 from Chris with the 6-4 of spades. Unfortunate timing as Kevin has woken up with aces. 150. The re-raise from him.
1 fold. 2.
I think that's as much as he's going to get.
Everyone fold.
Going jack with the champ today.
I had 2 pairs of
Nice throw.
I had 2 pairs. Yeah. I feel like I probably like the other trophies in the past better.
Oh, yeah. I like anything that looks like that.
Straddle 10.
All right, Sanctuary, good to see you.
Right, yeah. It wasn't like
Oh, the cat, I'll be Coleman. Lots of familiar faces tonight.
We sell it. 7 folds, 8 folds.
People just leave them there.
Really?
Yeah, there's like trophies up there from like 3 months ago.
9 makes it 35. 1 thing.
And you got headphones, beats. I didn't even know that was part of it.
I don't even know what to do with the headphones.
Oh, well, I'll take them. Mine are raggedy.
Yeah, I guess I could use them instead of what I have.
3 makes it 105.
I'd be wearing them around my neck at this game.
More of an accessory than a functional one.
It goes well with the mask.
Right. Yeah. Just need a hoodie and the look's complete.
We do need to get you like a death mask or something.
873.
Something better than that.
Open enter for Barber. Pair for Kevin.
Even 75.
We got Adidas covers, we got Fila, we got Nike. It's got all the brands covered.
I think I see like one chest here.
One chest here?
He has one. You see that one in the middle?
Well, hang on, let me check. Do you have a cat?
3.
And the turn
3 check.
puts up the backdoor board draw that nobody has.
Jeremy, on the other hand, he's got plenty to spare.
Spades on
Got a
the end.
sweater on there.
Another dud.
I've caught a couple of hits between my cards.
See if Barber
Man.
wants to bluff here with his missed straight draw.
Check, check.
You got it.
Pair 7.
He won't. Check, check. Ace might have been a card for him to bluff on. He was the 3-better pre-flop,
Thank you.
and
All right, y'all let me know
Ace
when
King
you
gets
break
there
the
on that
ball.
river. Bet, check, bet
I'm
always
not going
seems
to
fishy
complain
though.
anytime.
Who's drinking?
Well, you better be, Kevin. You can't
I'm
have.
not drinking. I don't drink.
You don't drink at all?
Is it because you turn flush or
You
what?
want to just like hold it and look cool?
Come on, man. You
I
just
don't
won the
want to
tourney.
waste your good.
12-year-old Scott.
Straddle 10.
Talking about Kevin's
You wanna-
recent
It's not a waste.
tournament
You won the
victory
tournament.
at
You wanna celebrate.
another couple club here in Texas.
Cheers
Congrats to him.
7
to the
folds, 8
victor.
Had a nice score.
9 folds.
Hopefully his next score comes at a big tournament at one of our TCH locations. I'll tell you about those
You know,
in just a
indirectly, I'm
moment.
sure we were. I
We
mean,
do have some
hours
big
and
ones
hours
coming
of
up
play
at
that you
Dallas
otherwise
and
wouldn't have
Houston.
had, right? I mean,
Josh taking that one down. So let's talk about some of those big tournaments coming up. Houston has the Turkey Shootout coming up this November. Each of the first 3 weeks, there will be a 100K guaranteed tournament, a 200 buy-in November 1st to the 5th, $300 buy-in from the 8th to the 13th, and then another $300 buy-in from the 15th to the 19th. 25K up top in the first and third tournaments. That middle one is a mystery bounty. Those are always fun. All the details at texascardhouse.com. As we come back to Josh making the 3-bet with ace queen.
You know, you do realize
Against like 5 people.
you do realize that if you hadn't erased, you'd say, what's the matter with Tim?
Well, not everyone's hurt.
And back to Uncle T. This is a very small sizing he's facing, so I don't think there's very much folding he's going to do at all.
Calls heads up.
Going from 35 to 75. Heads up we go. Only one of those cards is red, which is not so spicy. Check, check. 2 pair on the board now. Josh's ace is sufficient hands. Uncle T gonna make the call. I wonder if he has plans on the river. Ace on the end.
That's 200 and a
3 pair for Josh.
That was a river. That's why I get you out of there.
Gonna show it. That card was good anyway. And now let's talk Dallas real quick while we got a moment. The even bigger one starting up on Wednesday. $250,000 guaranteed. Starting flights at 10 and 5 from Wednesday to Saturday this week. Day 2 on Sunday. 12% of the money, 8% going on to day 2. $300 buy-in. TexasCardHouse.com for all of the details there. Good luck if you happen to go and fire one of those.
What's the matter with Tim?
3, 5 fold, 7 calls, 8 calls.
30 from B. Holton gets 2 takers.
Learn from me.
7-3 in adventurous defense. It will flop a gutter on 5-4-4.
7, 8 check. Checks around.
Versus deuces slightly ahead at the moment. And now a hard draw for Uncle T,
7 checks. 8 bets, 6.
who will make the bet here, $60. Flip the combo draw.
2 fold. And fold.
And he won't have to get there. He'll just get the job done now.
Thanks, sir.
And just yesterday, we did have another No Limit Deuce to 7 tournament here at TCH Austin. Live stream very well represented there. Kristen took part, I took part. AA Ron took it down, beating me heads up.
9 raises.
Easy to do when you win all the all-ins.
1 call.
Congrats to AA Ron on that. You can usually hear him on Tuesdays as we stream out of the Dallas location.
3 to 5 fold. 7 calls, 8 folds. 7 called, 8 folds.
Ace-8 for Rainbow here.
Check.
Josh and Kevin both with a pair.
It's 35. 7 folds. 9 calls. Heads up.
Kevin check calling. 7 on the turn.
75.
Josh still ahead. Josh still betting. This turn doesn't make Kevin's hands any worse. He will make the call.
9 calls.
7 will pair on the ends. He may feel compelled to make one more call. No, I'm not sure what bluffs there are. He won't have to call. It's going to go check, check. Josh has decided that his ace is good for 2 streets of value. His kicker not playing.
Call the bet on the river. Not believe you.
When I do have an ace, you just barely.
Anyone else here in the chat play poker this weekend? Told you about my poker already. Used the 7, second place. Hey, a cash is a cash. One of these days I'll even cash a Hold'em tournament again, maybe. I seem to be cashing a lot of tournaments that aren't Hold'em this year.
Call 3 players.
Another 3-way flop, King 9-4. Chris with the best of it. Everyone's checking. Now Chris has 2 pair.
That's 87.
His opponents both picking up gutters, but certainly not enough to continue. Chris taking it down. Repping the Buffalo Bills despite last night's outcome.
$1 more.
Buffalo losing to New England, I never would have thought. I mean, tell me who's going to get to the Super Bowl this year out of the AFC. Tell me who. Like Kansas City's taking a step back. Cincinnati's taking at least 2 steps back. Buffalo's not looking so great. Miami hasn't beaten anyone. We saw how it went with Philly last night.
She's just rooting for Tom. Anybody against you? One
I
Tom
root
against
against you.
Tom against Tom, yeah,
She knows I tip this. She don't want anything.
Here's our flop. Queen, Jack, 8.
Yeah, I was like.
All hearts.
Yeah, 9. Everyone checks.
King, high heart, Trevor, Josh, everyone checking. And now a gutter for Josh as well.
It's different on that.
King high is not the best hand quite yet. Kevin does have a pair of jacks.
They are showing
No
2
kicker
different
to
hands.
speak of.
So 9 check.
Josh making it 15. He does have a lot of outs. If he does meet resistance here. Kevin not going to even call once. Josh going to show, I believe the King of Hearts is what he showed. The relevant card.
Yeah, if you want Carly to root for you, you got to tip better.
Start rooting for me.
Yes, but this is her husband. That's what she's rooting for.
Both of my cards were higher than this.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I would have let you. My bad. 3 folds.
I want to make it mandatory.
7,
Is
8
anyone
folds,
opposed?
9 folds.
No, I'm not.
1 fold.
Sounds like it's going to be a mandatory 10.
Heads up.
Someone down there has not been. I don't think.
Optimizer versus Josh here.
I guess
Let's
it's
see if
just
we can get some
lagging
black
really
cards on
badly.
this flop.
Are we coming?
Get a little action.
That screen is not. I'm just gonna start ignoring it then. I don't know.
Not quite what I was envisioning. 773.
It's lagging. 5 bets 15.
Another 15 from Optimize. Josh going to see if he can pick up any equity on this turn. 9 of Hearts gives him a little bit, but it gives Optimize a lot more. Optimize with top pair. But Josh making a straight on the river. His gut shot coming in. 35 from Josh, and Optimize quickly calling, getting the bad news.
How you do it? How you do that? That's crazy. How you do that?
How do you hit gut shots like that? I want to know too.
Hit neither, but somehow wound up with the best possible straight.
I guess we're gonna do a mandatory straddle. No
I'm
one
good.
objects.
You okay with it, Tom?
It's always, why do people always look at me and say, "Are you okay with it, Tom?" I mean, are you okay with it?
The more gray hairs, the more verifications required.
I'm about to show you a bunch more gray hairs.
7 folds.
I'm a little bit like him, but gray. Jeez. Like ages. Ages.
1 fold. 2 fold.
Boomers just don't like to splash the pie. You know?
Folds and a
Oh my
chip.
gosh.
I have by far the second most gray hairs.
Another three-way flop.
Boomer now. Identify.
Ace
as I
9
always tell
deuce,
you.
rainbow.
37-year-old white male
Deuces for Barber.
of Irish lineage.
Everyone checking. Three of clubs turn.
Try not to envision that in my head. Right?
Too late. Yeah. 35. Alright. 3 folds. So
Well, that's
Everyone's going to check again.
Jack high.
Everyone's going to be a 10.
So this is good time for a drink.
Hey,
Good time for alcohol.
Barber going to take a small one with the pair of deuces.
Can you? I just gave them something they want to drink too. They gotta wash their brains now with alcohol. He had some glasses. I should have brought some highball glasses.
Shroud's
And, well, it's
I guess it's just not saying that. It's gonna be Shroud's every time. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna have to bring them some of mine. I've got so many highball glasses. You know, we used to, when our horse was doing equestrian events, that's what you would win. Like sets of highball glasses with the logo of whatever tournament you were in. On the outside. I've got tons of them.
All right, let's try some different cards. Maybe we get a little bit more action.
That's my girl, Isabella. She loved me.
I know, we need
Matter
to
of fact,
get on
at one
here.
point when she was about 2 and she started to train, my wife was like,
Small one, mandatory 10.
she said because she doesn't know if you're her stud.
Yeah, somebody who likes.
So, but yeah, Isabella for me.
9 makes it 35.
Dressage. She was in dressage.
Go get him.
Equestrian events like the
Josh with the suited king made the fold. Prefixer
that's how
gets a catch up.
Then there's the ones that kind of dance.
1 fold. Oh yeah, that's
Different kinds of steps. That's
3
dressage.
fold.
And then there's cross country.
7 fold.
Looks like it was 35 for Kevin. Ace Jack.
Who's in?
Ace Jack versus, I think, Ace 7 of hearts. Holy Comboli. Behold him. Nut hearts. And the gutter.
This is 12-year-old Scotch, bro.
It's a lot of outs.
Dude, that's 75.
I've got 75 into Kevin, who will fold the better ace.
Thank you.
6-4-3.
Any clubs?
No.
No.
4-3. I would have hit it for a force. Oh, I'll take it out. Thank you. He says he's got to go watch baseball.
You can play for a little bit. Oh, that one flashed. Yeah, dude. 4 of hearts. 4 of hearts. Flash.
Diamonds and a pair of threes. Goods back.
Raises to 30. 2 folds.
Yeah, go ahead and pour him, Billy.
3 folds.
Go into the
Kyle,
first
I would
five.
say he has at most 2 of those tracksuits at a time.
I'm gonna call 3 players.
When you wear the same thing, you don't need a whole lot of them.
9 check. One bets 40.
All right, club draw for Chris.
7 calls, 9 plays.
35 from him. Should be a quick fold. Or not. Check, check. And Queen of Hearts on the end there. They're going to chop here. They all have 2 unders to the board. Everything missed, and they have 2 unders to the board. And it was actually Josh betting into Chris on the flop, my mistake. Now Chris firing. Josh certainly not going to call. Apparently, Kyle's got the same thought as me. Yeah, Logan, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. Kevin having some success on in a tournament at another poker club here in Texas.
Floated with my jack.
Always good to see familiar faces having success in this game and cheering them on, and
She'll be on break before that.
hopefully bringing the money back here to TCH and hopping in the games here.
See, I have no idea. I can't. And 8's already folded. Okay. Alright, so 9 called 35 and 3 called 35.
Okay, so we got a 3-way flop, and Josh's ace-10 suited is the only hand that scans here.
3 plays.
And it has none of that Jack-7-5 rainbow. Okay, Kevin's got the ace-6 of diamonds, so some backdoors.
Looking at this screen.
Barber makes it 50 with we don't know what, but he was the pre-flop raiser.
3 bets 50.
And you can have a lot of hands here.
9 fold.
Kevin
I think that one is worth.
stepping out, as will Josh. Barber taking that one down. Yeah, Austin, okay, it was Jack-9, so he had top pair there. Nice. Yeah, Austin's a great place for poker. Texas is a great place for poker. And if you happen to be in the Austin area or Dallas or Houston or Rio Grande Valley, check out Texas Card House. 6 locations between those 4 regions.
That's why.
Big tournaments coming up. Dallas this week, Houston, first 3 weeks of November.
Morning, you Blake. You're done. You're out of here.
Okay.
All right. 5 fold. 7 fold.
We get some mixed games here in Austin.
It makes it 30.
We get no limit deuce bet once a week. We had a tournament yesterday. Josh with the esteemed. Oh, the ace, the 8 of spades, 8 of hearts. Let's see if he can find another 8 here. Nope, ace, king, king. Had to acknowledge that great hand, though. Uncle T with 3 kings. Another spade will give B. Hold'em a 9 high spade draw. It's going to be Josh betting out here, making it 40. Uncle T just calling, giving Josh every chance to bluff river, which will pair the ace, which is actually the really problematic river for Uncle T, but he will go for value.
Might have had a hope before that. No, he was slow.
He will not get value.
Especially for my vegan stuff.
Like now I got the 8 kicker.
Kyle, nice run. Apparently you cashed that tournament as well. I assume they paid at least 36 spots.
Billy, you're the
Bomb
timekeeper.
pot. Let's do a bomb pot.
I didn't play that tournament this weekend. The only poker I played this weekend was the no limit deuce last night. I got second in that one. I spent the entire weekend at the racetrack, U.S. Grand Prix here in Austin, a little Formula One action. That was a pretty good race. It seems like Mercedes and McLaren had a bit of a better time keeping up with Red Bull, but it certainly helps when Mercedes cheats. And you go faster when you cheat usually. That great chase, and Hamilton chasing Verstappen only to get disqualified later on because the car was illegal. Josh with straight draws on both boards.
60. I'm at 60.
Well,
Chris with the open-ended straight flush draw on the bottom. Kevin with queen and a spade draw on top, which is the best spade draw. Cuts it to 60.
5 folds.
Josh,
7 calls.
Barber, Chris all calling. King of Hearts, 7 of Diamonds. So don't you just hate it when they put those cards the wrong way for what you need? 7's full of 5s for Barber now on the bottom board. On the top board, Chris has picked up a heart draw. Everyone checking. Speaking of hearts, hearts get there on the bottom. The top board, there was no heart draw on the top board. It is going to be a set of 9s for Kevin on the top. Barber, 7's full of 5s on the bottom. Another case of the rivers coming the wrong way. Imagine the 9 of hearts hitting on the bottom. I feel robbed here. Barber making it 300. Imagine 9 of hearts on the bottom. That would be the chaos card. You'd have a straight flush, and you'd have 9s full, and you'd have 7s full, and this thing would go crazy. But instead, we have Kevin rivering a straight on the top board, where you're losing to Jack 10, Kings, Queens, but you have nothing on the bottom, so you make the fold. As will Josh. Barber will take it all. Had 5s and deuces on top. Not that you love bottom 2 pair. That boat on the bottom, feeling better.
And the 4-6. That's why I'm like, I need the blue reverse card.
Anyone else watch the race yesterday?
Diamonds on top is a monster card for me. That's why I needed the blue reverse card.
So you're watching in the air conditioning is a bit more comfortable than how it was this past weekend. It was hot this weekend here in Austin.
I'm so looking forward to dessert. Dessert? Yeah, the scotch.
35 to you,
I'm thinking I'm 35 to you. Back raise 6-4 hearts.
If we could have had last weekend's weather or next weekend's weather, probably be way better than what we
not
all had to
necessarily
do.
for it to be like 69 hertz. Then the back raise. The do 7 off. Back raise.
35 from Chris. It's going to get a bunch of calls, as it so often does here in Texas. More multi-way action. Jack 6-3, 2 clubs. Jack for Chris, 6 for B Holden.
8, 10, that's 50.
50 from Chris.
2.
We'll get called by B Holden with that middle pair. To the turn we go. Another 6, which means that B Holden has drilled it on Chris. Check, check. 5 of clubs on the end does bring in the front door clubs, which will shut the action down here. B Holden not going to get any more money with those trips than what was already in there. Larry rolling even better than I did.
I'm paying them all, yeah.
It will be the straddle, Blake, optimized.
Whatever. Whatever the heck.
Optimized for the main.
7 folds, 8 folds. 9 makes it 35, 1 fold. 2 folds.
There it is.
35 from Kevin.
Yeah, I like your straight line. It was a free line. Yeah, you can
Call.
at the angle.
Optimize. Gonna look to hit that last 7 in the deck.
4 cheese.
Does not. 10-6 deuce. Not such a bad flop for sevens.
Like, because some of them is the one that makes you go up and down.
9 bets 30. Yeah. Chew it as loud as you want.
Looks like Optimize going to check hold the 30 from Kevin. That 10 pairing is going to feel really good for him. Kevin can keep betting here. He can certainly have top pair. He can certainly have trips. A little bit less likely that he has a 10 since 2 of them are spoken for now. So Optimize going to call the 75 from Kevin. Ace on the ends. Kevin is going to get there. A check from Optimize. Will Kevin go for some value here? His 7 does play, so he beats a few aces. He is going to go for some value. $160. We'll offer half pot. And Optimize going to fold on what was probably the worst river in the deck. Could have beaten the diamond draw, but the ace high diamond draws made top pair on the end there. All the other ace highs made top pair on the end too.
Which one? The small one or the big one? The small screen or the big screen?
We just put it on this one. I mean,
I know, right? It's not working anyway.
He's already called the stupid Minnesota game over here.
Well, you're not going to be looking
might
at
as well
those.
put it on the one in front of us. Yeah, 8.
You're right.
Did you switch the big screen to Minnesota also? Yeah, I think.
Aces for Josh.
1 makes it 30.
What did you ask for?
The big screen to be the football game.
Oh, the football game over there, okay.
Yeah.
30 Phillies.
What's considered the big?
The far big
30
screen
the price.
on the wall.
I think they're trying to get football on.
I'm good, I don't need that.
3.
No, they're not.
Game 7, come on, game 7,
Everyone's
big priority over a Monday.
Bless my eyes, have got some real depth perception.
Josh not going to get anything for those aces.
I'm all for Vikings beating the Dallas. That's the only way. The Dallas can't beat them, so we need someone else to beat them.
Sure, I'll take it.
So who's
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know who you're rooting for, but who's everyone else going for?
He's Rangers, but I'm sure there's a scattering of Astros in here too. It's going to be pretty mixed.
Everyone's Rangers here.
There were a lot of people cheering the other
No,
night.
not at this table. This table is all Rangers.
But I mean, in the
1 makes it 30.
Yeah, I don't really, you know.
Suited ace for Josh this time.
Good sports night.
BB suited ace for Optimize. Chris with ace queen.
That makes it
Going for the 3-bet.
8.
Last time when I made it 30, I had aces.
150.
Both flat aces.
Josh probably calls, and if he calls, Optimize
Just by process.
could call. He will call.
3 players.
Rewatch the stream. Promise that. Something less than 8.
5.
Queen, Jack, 8. 2 hearts. Top pair for Chris. Backdoor hearts for Chris. Josh with the double cut shot. Chris making it 175. Josh certainly has enough of this to continue. Not quite how he was hoping to improve. He makes a pair of 10s. 4 was straight on board now, which I think is going to have Chris tapping the brakes. Jack pairs on the river. Gets worse and worse for Chris, who does still have the best hand against all odds.
Better 2 pair.
Check, check. Decent sized pot still,
Thank you very much.
even without any money being put in on the Turner River.
Flop a straight draw, I hit a pair instead. That narrows down my, and backdoor bluffs. Worth a flip.
Yeah, that one's frozen too now.
I think that you have to only find which one's working.
One raises to third.
And that one now has a different
Jacks for Barber. I think this will be a 3-bet. $100 the 3-bet.
myself. I wanted my picture to show up, so I got it.
Fold 9.
It never showed up.
Yeah, it's kind of getting screwy.
Back to Josh, our initial raiser. Ace-7 offsuit should generally be folding here. Should probably have folded pre. He's going to make the call. We'll go heads up. I think the graphics are lagging a little bit behind. Oh, look at that flop. King 7-7. Josh out flopping Barber's jacks. Barber continues for 75. Josh just calling. He does have that ace of spades or the backdoor spades. And he does turn a spade draw, 9 of spades. Check, check. 3 of spades, so ace high flush versus jack high flush. 200 from Josh. Could get called.
Well, the good thing about those is that they're 100% non-natural. 100% non-natural.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like sausage, right? It's like
Barber thinking about it, he's flicking it in.
only one of the, yeah.
The 7 wasn't enough.
It's like
Not on that river. He needed that ace.
like sausage, probably.
What's the meat?
Honestly, I mean, sausage is made of like everything. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, it's
it's
buttholes
probably.
and elbows. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks the most unhealthy.
Whatever they sweep up. Yeah, there's some sausages.
It looks the most
If you
unhealthy.
push a napkin into your average serving of chorizo, like it's gonna be just covered in orange, you know? It's like a pizza from Pizza Hut.
That's mostly paprika and grease. That's what makes it orange.
What is it? It's not the grease?
Well, the grease is not orange.
Grease adds to the.
It adds to the fluidity.
Yeah.
The congealing factor.
35, 5, 7 fold, 8 fold.
But no, that's paprika used in the sausage makes it orange.
It definitely doesn't make eggs look healthy anymore.
Another monotone flop.
So what do you got in
Josh
there?
once again with an ace high heart draw. Barber with an open ender.
Oh, chorizo is not bad.
Going another round
As
here.
sausages go, there's lots worse.
Barber's 50 gets called the queen pairs.
Like anything from
They'll both hate this. Check, check. Jack of hearts on the end. Wouldn't that have been fun last hand?
a lot of fat and a lot of butter.
Josh with the flush makes it 100. Barber not calling with a pair of jacks.
Unhealthy about faces. He's got like cheek.
Yeah, the repeat was more accurate than the rematch.
Yeah, it's not that
Remember the
bad.
nut flush on a paired board.
I like barbacoa. I love barbacoa, and that's just.
Except I did flop here.
You like barbacoa?
Love it, yeah.
I don't know what this
When
thing is.
That's dummy.
Pushed right now.
I'm trying to do this thing where I'm eating no carbs 6 days a
Oh,
week.
you went from vegan to all meat.
Really? Did you really? Well, that,
All meat? You're doing the carnivore?
your colon's
Not
like.
I didn't say carnivore. That's just what Chris heard.
Yeah.
But
You're right now. Your colon's going. What the fuck?
it's very close. So he's,
Raises to 40.
3 out of 4.
That's hilarious.
you know, you
40 from Mount
gotta move and shake in this life, you know?
Yeah.
You can't be too predictable.
Right now your colon just looks like.
Calls Kevin waking up with ace king.
What are we on right now?
Welcome back to the game, Kevin.
We're on fat.
Just shock the system.
Raise to 200 now. Action change. Major
200.
big line bet.
The re-raise.
What do we want to do? Damage our colorectal system? Wisdom or our hearts?
He didn't flip.
None of these hands should be getting to the flop,
Well, I saw.
apart from the
Well,
ace king.
it's fiber is not that good.
All right, you can turn over.
You're not a.
I'd rather not.
But Optimize has a different opinion. We'll make the call be 10-7 of diamonds. Got to be careful here. He could make a flush and it not be the best flush. And he just might make a flush. There's 2 diamonds there, so he is 4/5 of the way there on Jack 4-3. Ace King High still the best hands. Kevin can backdoor a better flush. Optimize is going to be looking for exactly 1 more diamond. Kevin makes it 150.
He doesn't.
A check raise is also a small possibility for Optimize.
This week he was in the morning.
You wouldn't mind if Ace High folds here.
He's surrounded by Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Optimize making the call. To the turn we go. 10 of hearts. Optimize making a pair of 10s. Kevin's got a gutter. Well, Kevin continue telling the story, though. $755 in the middle already. We have to think about how much money is going to be left heading to the river. Looks like 500 from Kevin. Optimize. Making the call. The river's a queen. That's going to be the nuts for Kevin.
That wasn't a very good card.
Kevin all in, not getting paid.
That's true, but what bluffs there, you know?
I don't think he blocked it.
Looking up there to see if they're scared.
They're always good.
It's like back and forth.
Kings for Chris.
7 makes it 35.
Yeah.
That's
they
the
gave
first
you
step.
the
Get
other
strong hands.
Has this one ever moved?
Yeah, it's been stuck there.
Second step is for somebody else to offer resistance, and Beholding is going to do that. Probably. King 10 of clubs. He will make the call.
10. Thank you very much. 10 and 2 calls and 3 calls.
As will Barber somehow with the Queen 3 offsuit. And there's a 3. 8, 5, 3, 2 diamonds. So Barber with a pair. Chris still with a big pair.
It's like real subtle too. It's also
Yeah,
Kevin's getting taller.
yeah, at first you can't deal it, but then after a while you realize.
40 from Chris.
3 calls. Heads up.
We'll get the call from Barber. Four doesn't help. Check, check. What an ugly run out for those kings, which are still the best hands. Barber going for the 100. No reason he can't have a straight. Chris going to give it up. Well done, Barber. Turning that pair of threes into a bluff. And what's a pretty terrible run out.
Oh, no. Yes, I saw the advertisement. I'm like, I never watched it. And the idea?
Yeah, the idea of it.
Well, if they I would be on the show if they put like an age limit on the women, like 35. So it'd be like the golden money bags or
Wait, each limit which way?
meaning
Half or a
like
minimum?
date, like
7
women.
calls.
Like if they was about you, call it golden sugar daddy.
Ace queen suited for Uncle T.
35. 9 calls.
I saw
1 call.
Josh calling with the king deuce. Beholden comes in with the suited ace. King deuce probably doesn't need to call there. 5 people like to see flops. And 5 players are going to see a flop here. Queen jack 8 with 2 hearts. The flop we're going to get. Top pair for Uncle T, king high hearts for Josh. Middle pair for Barber. Josh gonna call Uncle T's 150. I think this is where we lose Beholden, where we lose probably Barber. He has bottom pair. Bottom pair in a 5-way pot. No backdoor.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, there it is. Right there.
You got to fold the bottom pair against the bet and a call 5 ways. Even against the bet 5 ways, I'm not liking a pair of 8s.
Heads up.
Optimize does not like the pair of 5s. We go heads up to the turn. That's going to be trip queens for Uncle T. How about an ace of hearts or chaos? How about a 7 of hearts for a flush for Josh? Uncle T going to make a poorly times bet here, 250. Only question is, does he raise or does he call? He does call. Hearts are good.
Thank you very much.
Nice pot heading Josh's way at Uncle T's expense. Trip's not holding up for him. Ace queen's awful. The other day on Twitter, somebody was running a poll. Which hand would you get rid of if you could? Ace queen suited or jacks? Let me know in the chat. Would you rather get rid of ace queen suited or jacks? That's a good question. For me, it's definitely the ace queen.
Oh,
River rat, but I got to see that river for free.
Uncle T with pocket 10s. If the other two ends up on the board, we could have a jackpot here.
Oh, this is lovely. I hope I have you not killed.
30 from Uncle T.
No. Hard him.
$800 the jackpot today for quads of the day.
It's like a hand I would place. Nobody else would get.
That's not going to happen. Optimize has one of those 10s. Bummer.
I play wide. I don't play wide.
10s versus Jack 9 of diamonds, which have flopped the diamond draw versus the overpair. Josh versus Uncle T. Once again, can Josh make back-to-back flushes against Uncle T? He's going to pay $60 to try and do just that.
Get the combo.
I'm not going to dismiss it.
Not yet. The 3's going to pair.
I thought you had it.
2 spades on board now as well. Uncle T going to make it 80. Josh unlikely to have a
Much to
3.
be over that board.
Josh getting a good price to
Redefined.
get that diamond. 10 of diamonds for chaos?
Maybe the same number.
Nope. 9 of spades. Josh does river top pair, so he will probably call this 100. Not how he wanted to get there, but he does have top pair.
It's so cheap. I rivered the 9.
You got to call. I mean, you're beating some busted draws.
Yeah, I can see that.
Uncle T gonna take it with the 10. It's gonna get a bit of a rebate from that last pot.
I gave most of them back.
Not most of
Hammer says they'd get rid of jacks.
it, half of it.
Okay. You got half a read.
You know what? Last year, I did have a lot of bad experiences with jacks in tournaments where I was deep and there was a lot of ICM involved. And jacks did me dirty a couple of times there.
Nice value bet. You kept it cheap and milky.
But damn it, Ace Queen cost me a ring last year, so I
I do every time.
got hosed by Ace Queen in an even deeper spot. Kevin with Ace Queen here, see if he's going to get hosed. Josh is going to try and hose him with the Ace 10.
Made the bomb pot at the end.
For the record, I wasn't
Three
thinking about
calls.
Barbara stepping in there.
decision between folders.
And
Okay, Hammer likes the jacks better than the Ace Queen. Okay. I mean, they both suck. Like, I can get behind either answer. Like, for good hands, like, they're painful hands. 10, 8, 3. So, in fact, Josh has hosed the Ace Queen of Kevin, it seems. He's got the top pair. Barbara with middle pair. But he's going to fold. Like, why are we taking this flop if we're going to fold a pair?
Can you imagine a raise after that? Yeah, that would be awesome.
Kevin with 2 overs. No heart. Gonna let it go.
Good flop.
Gonna match the damage. Just gonna show the 10.
thank you very much.
That's right. I'm not bluffing.
I am in favor of like a mandatory raise if you do that.
Mandatory
That's a bomb? Okay, you need a raise. Jeremy comes out from behind him, waving his arms like
Straddle 10.
Talking about mandatory raises now. Fun fact, until recently, that was a rule in no limit deuce to 7.
See, that
Like
was
the
lagging
first
too.
player into the pot had to raise.
lagging, but
She says we're good. Yeah, they're
That's
good.
not a rule in tournaments anymore. Like, there's still some cash games, I'm sure, where that's a rule.
That one hasn't. Although it's optimized, it's still streaming.
5-3 of diamonds for Josh.
That's kind of weird.
you're still up $500 tonight
One call, two
in some universe.
call.
5-3 suited, a hand that
Just say 2,500.
Shaman Burton swears by.
Jeez, this one's right.
2.5 to 1.
Yeah,
One
this
of the
one
great
locked
poker
up
bloggers
a
out
long
there.
time.
Check him out if he hasn't done so.
Which is weird because that was wrong and this was right about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Really
I need your small
underrated.
one, Chris.
Yes. I take it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I did. I do that. I do that
Yeah, I've
sometimes.
seen you do
I
that
don't. I
several
don't.
times.
Don't
I have
do
seen you do
that.
that.
I don't notice that at all. Every two
Everyone limping, that's a great way to go 5 ways. Everyone limping.
Every white shirt.
Yeah.
Queen Jack deuce, 2 diamonds.
We already have, we already have.
Josh, once again, with a flush draw.
It's on you.
Very familiar feeling.
My bad. Trying to scan their hands.
Uncle T with middle pair, the only other holding of consequence. Everybody checking. 3 of hearts, Josh making a pair. Nobody has a heart draw.
One call.
25 from Uncle T. Josh called. We saw him put a call chip out there.
Calls, 5 calls, 3 players.
As does Barber. And there's the flush for Josh.
Check.
Never mind the graphics. We know Josh has the diamonds.
Of course you know.
And
The plus master.
I believe this one checked through.
Thank you.
And that's a bit disappointing.
Josh with a flush.
5 high flush. Monster.
Yeah, that's when no one else has a plus, that's a monster. Put in 10.
Rena's watching The Voice. I've never watched The Voice. I've never watched any of those singing competition shows.
Some more. Some more.
My one reality show is Survivor.
Run.
And God, is this such an awful season. And 2 quits already.
5, 3, 5 calls. 7 calls. 8.
Not only do they quit, they don't have the guts to actually say the words "I quit."
Treble defense.
Oh, yes, yes. Come on. Come on.
So,
Hurry.
Did I get another one?
Yes. Come on.
10-5-4, and the computer aped this hand, unfortunately. So we're doing this the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it looks like a misplayed ball.
Don't count no chickens.
Josh check calling the
Notorious
30 from Barber.
badass comebacks.
King of clubs. There's an over. See if Barber keeps going here.
Not too far, though. Good back
Barber
by Simmons.
throws the 50 out there. Josh has seen enough.
I mean, 5 years ago, he probably would have thought that.
We have a Hall of Fame pitcher. I hope he's up to
And so, what's everyone else watching tonight? Anyone watching football?
Yard run, yeah.
Yeah, that was
He went
nice.
through, and it was like that was the last guy that could beat him. He would have taken
I'll
it to
go
the house.
with Minnesota and Texas, the underdog. I'm good.
I know. And Minnesota's not exactly known for running games.
And theoretically, this should be a pretty winnable game for the Niners.
That's a playable hand. That's
It is. It is. To be
I'm like,
fair.
okay,
seven fold.
Josh would be.
now I'm starting to think of you as a niche. You're taking $2 back, you fold 7.
I know.
Man,
8 calls. 9
Uncle T limping.
He's been dealing me
King
some
5
good
off.
never had that.
If you're gonna play that hand, you gotta raise that hand. You want people to fold.
Right now, I'm going to play any suited hand.
Now you're 3 ways and you're somehow dominated by another raggedy king. Jack 4 deuce. Everyone checks.
Give me some more out.
Uncle T is turns a pair of 5s.
Not really.
8 calls.
Josh with a double gut shot. He holds him, making it 20. Everyone calling. And Josh making another one. I don't think so. That's a 9 of diamonds.
5 and outs.
I rivered a.
An 8. I rivered.
Everyone checks. Uncle T wins. Hammer just watching TCH Live. That's a solid choice, though, if I do say so myself.
We are known for
Your most watched program. That's commitment.
I'm hitting them.
And the good news is we are on pretty much every day of the week between this channel and our other channel, Texas Card House. Subscribe to that if you haven't done so already. Sometimes we get a secondary stream on that channel.
Oh, not even a pick 6.
Straddle.
Streaming out of Austin, Dallas,
Alright,
and
small, big,
Houston.
and straddle.
Yeah, he's
I saw
down.
the celebration.
That was a pig, but it was steel.
Looks like the Rangers are up in their game 7.
I saw the celebration in the end zone, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I hate this running. To me, it should be a rule. If you run
Speaking
more
of
than
baseball,
12
the
yards
cat
to
watching
get
baseball.
someplace to celebrate.
Game 7 coming on the other side as well.
I know. Well, COVID's over with. You know, like a lot of things, like masks. I'll see you a report that says
Alright, we're gonna have to stop. Yeah, or do better. Stop or do better. Either way. Thank you. Beautiful.
Kevin with ace queen. And Kevin gonna take it with ace queen.
It was
7 deuce is apparently the line. And there's a lot of hands that are making the call. Apparently 7 deuce, not one of them.
so the straddles.
So you know the 7 deuce game
Straddle's
is
gonna
on.
be mandatory. The straddle's mandatory as well, right? I mean, like they have to post if they're not here. Okay.
it was voted upon in a democratic sort of way.
I was just wondering if he could like miss out on the straddle on purpose.
Chris might pull it.
Kings for Uncle T.
He's pulling his $2 back.
I don't buy that. I think the cards got crossed up. I don't think he folded
Have
kings.
to do it on your butt.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Did you say bomb by next hand, Bill?
Yeah.
Fours for Josh.
Right, Mama?
It's 7:20. We should have another one.
Yeah, it should be.
It should have been on you.
You want me to?
No, we just had it. We just had the last one.
2 full.
Was it 30 minutes ago? It's been a decent. Alright, deals with deals.
1 week since you looked at me.
You're having a good time.
If I was down, I definitely would.
3 makes it 90. And 5 full.
Barbara going for the re-raise with the king 8.
Well, you got like 13.8
90 the price tag.
before you're down.
Got an exact. Not how I'm thinking about it.
Josh gonna continue here. Gonna try and find himself another
That's
4.
not how I'm thinking about it. Tournaments or tournaments?
Will not find himself another 4. Barbara will find himself top pair though.
He's looking up your Hendon mob now. Oh, I guess I do have a Hendon mob now, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 100.
You have a heads and mob whenever those people decide to actually send their results in.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, we could take a picture of you
They
with the
took,
mask.
they took my picture. Just the mask.
That particular
Oh,
establishment can be a little bit slow about
faces
sending
with the
results,
mask.
so
Tom is out.
don't hold your
Ballpark,
breath.
No, maybe they'll post my
$10.
picture because they took a picture before I went.
I think that's.
Come on.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't
Is
know.
that user?
Looks like we're heading for a bomb pot.
I have like
Is it user submitted? Have like an.
I've got a heads and mob.
User submitted.
Baba.
What's your head amount?
I don't know. Do you have to be above a
Took me a while to catch a tournament that actually reported to heads and mob.
it might round up to
There's only one
This year has been kind of slow. Like I
one tournament?
really thought I'd be at 200K
I don't
lifetime
know.
by
I don't even
now.
know if I'm up there. They might not even post me. I don't know.
They'll put you, they'll update it in like 2 weeks.
I think.
Yeah.
So we need another run.
Heads and mob being the website that tracks live tournament earnings.
Oh my gosh, what a throw.
Monotone flop there. King Jack 9 straighty flushy. Jack 8 5 2 clubs on the other side. Bit of a wrap for Barber.
9-1. Now check. Everyone check.
5 high spades for Kevin. Looks like the only spades we got. 5 into 3.
7 check. 60. 9 bid 60.
And
No, I was gonna say 9.
wrap for Chris there.
I know it's not 9. 1 calls, 2 calls, 3 calls.
Scoop potential, Kevin. Careful.
60 from Kevin gets called by Josh.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
King
I
Jack
highly
7
doubt it.
6 for him.
Scoop potential.
Pairs, draws. 10 and the queen will have this thing chopping.
80.
Not the card today. But scoop potential because top boat up there and
180 from Kevin.
scoop potential.
Josh
Potential.
All right, you're right.
kind of
You're right.
folds.
Scoop potential, you're right.
I had Dave.
He would have been taking the bottom with the emergency pair of jacks.
I thought maybe you had King Nine.
Like a king and a 4, I'm looking pretty. A non-club 4.
It would have been
Back
better
to
for
holds and
both.
we'll go here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You would
Shut
have
up. Small blind, big blind, please.
The jack 2? I suppose so.
Come on, we need some more runs. Need some more runs.
No, king gives you the bigger.
Oh, Uncle T gonna miss the 10s.
Both of the last jacks?
No, I had king 5 on top. So
Oh, okay, got it.
yeah, you get better.
You guys are small and big.
Yeah, you all are required to put money.
1 and 2 fold. That's the second.
Yeah, I got it. Good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good
Chris
at
gonna
playing
take
the
it the
big
easy way.
How good was it? Oh. Well, Tom has a good hand apparently.
See what shores we're gonna screw.
ones. He would have got all folds. All folds.
Everyone. $10 straddle, Tom. Small.
I would mention baseball before. Any opinions on how things are gonna go with the Game 7s in the World Series?
All right, we'll take 3, but I wish we had more. Yeah, we score early, they score
9
late.
folds.
Of course, last night we scored late.
30.
Suited connector for Josh, the Jack 10 of clubs.
2 makes it 80.
80 for B Holden with the pocket 7s.
5 and 7.
I've not. I've heard the games.
8 calls 80.
T getting in there with the 9-8.
I'm good with 30.
I don't feel like driving.
Certainly Josh will be coming along as well.
10 calls. 3 players.
I heard they fast it and kind of hurt the games. I just played
King 9-3, 2 hearts. Not the suit that anybody was hoping for. Uncle T with a pair of 9s in the best hands.
But yeah, it did seem like it wasn't.
Gutter for Josh.
Yeah.
Well, that's all he's got. B holds him. The 3-bet are going to continue for 125. Safe enough flop to do that. Well, Uncle T gonna make the call. Josh gonna float with the gut shot. He's gonna need a queen, preferably not a heart. Instead, he's gonna get a 6. Everybody gonna check now. River's gonna pair that 3. Uncle T gonna win with the 9.
9.
It's gonna win it.
1 week, such a lucky.
Thank you very much, sir. Trial 10.
Live 25.
I'm gonna ask
Alright, we got a double shroud of 25. Blake added on 1 orange chip.
Got the 10 and the 25 coming on.
We have that $25.
I was watching like a hawk.
See Optimize breaking out the pumpkin, that orange $1,000 chip. Purple is 500, black is 100, green 25, red 5, white is $1.
Good feeling about this one.
2 folds.
That's why I added over.
3 folds. 5 folds.
King Queen suited for Chris.
7 makes it 70. 8 folds, 9 folds.
70 will get called by Josh. Going to defend that second straddle. Queen 6-4. King Queen making top pair. Josh whipping there.
Thanks.
Lucky for him. A king would have been problematic for him.
Nah, I heard.
Looking at these V pips. Josh playing a lot of hands. Optimized the lowest, but 25% certainly not nitty. Looks like we got the double straddle once again.
Is that double straddle?
Yes.
Just going to get involved again, probably with your pocket 7s.
7 makes it 60. 8 folds, 9 folds.
So it's like less professional.
60 gets called by Uncle T.
Very casual.
Looks like three's got out of the way. B holds and waking up with Ace King. All in for 429. And Chris gonna make the folds. As will Uncle T. He's gonna show, but even without seeing that it's Ace King. Pocket 7s could actually consider calling off there. Where it's basically a 20 big blinds all in.
They had the 1-2 match going. That sounds fun. It was a crazy game. He was playing.
Gosh, that's a busted coverage, wasn't it? There was nobody
playing
near
1-2,
him.
5-10 basically. It was deep. People average stack was over.
Gonna need barrels on live.
So now we've, since we've technically had
35.
play this drive, I think we know. In the middle of the first.
Okay. 7 makes it 125, 8 and 9 fold. 1 fold. And fold.
I lost a few thousand in the game.
Thanks.
Chris applying some aggression there,
Did all two.
getting rewarded.
The most incredible run up.
If you're gonna play 9-8 offsuit, I definitely prefer his 3-bet
The most insane
to a call,
sucks when there's just like a crazy.
given that this is not actually a great hand.
I'm sure you've seen it. I've had to have done it.
This topped anything you've ever done.
It's like dump all the person to the guy you want to get hands with, and he just gives it away.
This guy, he was auto straddle no matter the amount. No straddle. He's auto straddle. And he started with 300
makes it 30.
from the ATM.
8 folds.
From the ATM.
Chris getting in there again, a little bit better this time. Suited ace wheel.
It wasn't even from the ATM. He reached his limit on the ATM, and he had to fuck, and it reset at 12 a.m. midnight, apparently, and it was like 11:30.
Josh has probably seen a hand he doesn't want to play.
He's like, I can take it out after this.
Well, so will Barber.
Have you seen this guy before?
How about a nut club draw for Chris on this King Jack 7-2 club board? Middle pair for Josh. Barber going to lead for 50 with the air ball 6 high.
He lost it all after.
Chris has chosen to raise here, not believing Barber perhaps. Also not minding getting Josh's pair out of there. Barber saying, just kidding. Chris taking another one.
No, maybe like 4 a.m. So 4.5 hours.
I think Chris might have figured something out here.
I wish I was at the lot with Uncle Lady in the PLO game. That's a legendary story.
Yeah, choose some of that. It's like,
What you could watch my reaction.
Legendary.
What happens?
I heard you owe people money, and people are destroyed the
Like,
next
set a
day.
timer now, there's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And 15 minutes later,
That'll
you
never
see me
Well,
Tens again for Uncle T. Uncle T gonna have another shot at quads of the day.
she peaked that on my
9.
Yeah, two people left through grabbed cash.
I called dibs on seat 8 after the show.
Because she went from the 125, and then
I heard she started with like 500 and then ran up to
she ran
He's
it up to
35. Gonna get called by Optimize with the King 9 suited. Optimize gonna flop top pair, but that's not as good as the pair that Uncle T is holding right now. His 75 will probably be getting called here, I imagine. 9-7-3, 2 clubs. Certainly, some ways this could go sideways by a pair of 9s. Queen of Diamonds a little bit inconvenient. That's an over for both players. Check, check. 5 of Diamonds on the ends. 10s won't be making quads, but the 10s will be good to win the pot.
like get over that. You have to tell yourself that.
He'll toss the 100 out there, see if Optimize wants to make the call.
Or another,
Diamonds missed, straights missed, so you could bluff catch here.
to your poker tracker or whatever, but you just restart from the beginning.
Still bet check bet line as well.
I'm just gonna
just
restart.
don't put in when you're up.
just don't lay down 93 on.
Yeah.
All right, that
No
was the
more
last
value.
one. I'm gonna start a new life.
Uncle T
Poker life today.
going to collect another pot though. You know what though? He's already had quads tonight. They just weren't 10s is the problem. He picked the wrong hand to make quads.
She probably doesn't have something.
Hate it when that happens.
Now the screens are off.
We don't need
Let's reset.
Not even worry about scanning.
Can they at least see the cards on the screen?
9 folds.
Everyone just turn your cards over and they'll see on the camera.
Wi-Fi
They're
connection.
having fun counting.
Usually when these
So
things
from
go
now on,
down,
we'll
they
just-
actually go down.
Is
Yeah.
someone counting?
hardwired in the office.
Hey, Jeremy, tell her we'll hold our cards up like so nobody can scan.
You guys just
Chris going to defend his straddle against Barber's raise.
like old school.
Everybody else knows what you have but you.
King Jack 5. The flop this time around.
Oh, you're first.
You
Okay.
gotta be your
Both players
Check, check.
missing here. Check, check. The queen will give Barber a gut shot. Ace high already
Doesn't
way
go that
good.
direction. It goes the other way.
Check, check. Another queen.
He's on until
You're
5 in
good,
the
I
morning.
think.
Case will be good. Chris can't catch a pair.
It's my
See
favorite
if
hand, right?
anybody wants to bluff. The answer is no.
It's not on the ball.
Is that mine? Food for Josh?
Barber gonna take what was in there.
Had some of it.
Check out ring stop.
Look at these winnings. Kevin, the big winner at the moment. Uncle T's had a decent night as well.
10.
He didn't offer to share,
Oh.
to participate, he just said, I ordered.
I mean, I got a quick order on Grubhub. Push pay.
What'd you get?
From Elmira.
Kevin, not a believer in the 9 trays.
Pretty good.
One race is 30.
Josh
Oh, it's working.
with a suited connector.
Hey, we're streaming. Hey, and we have the same numbers on both screens.
Hell yeah.
486-398.
So what's the over-under and how long it lasts? I got 2 minutes.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Wow.
5 full.
They're gonna have some hope before it comes crashing down.
8 full.
Oh, did, how much was
Josh, Chris, and Uncle T all go into a flop here. Queen, Queen, Deuce is going to miss all 3 of them. While looking for some more middling cards.
We have
King does not fit the bill either. Josh, going to be the one to bet here.
sorry.
This should work.
Thank you.
It may be.
It does work.
Just crush, but not barely.
My 3-4 no good.
Oh, wow. They're all playing shit.
Josh, they put your real name on there. They didn't put your nickname on there.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I started to bet green on that side.
Yeah, I would have definitely bet it.
You can tell. You can just tell her to change it.
well, I'd rather have the whole picture.
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah, you have a picture. That's right. I forgot.
If they change anything, it's gonna break.
Funny, Billy. 2 makes 30. 3 holds. 5 holds. 7 holds.
Tense again for Uncle T because why not? Poker gods are trying to give him the quads of the day.
2 calls and 7 calls. We got 3 players.
He's going to go 3 ways to this flop, which once again will not feature a 10. Queen 3-3, 2 spades. B holds him out flopping Uncle T. B holds him with trips.
That's 55.
Little $55 bet from B Hold'em.
8 calls.
Uncle T going to make the call. 5 of spades may slow it down. Uncle T picks up a spade draw. Though not a great one. Trips still good for B Hold'em. Tosses 130 out there, going basically 1/3. Uncle T making the call. Uncle T looking for some improvement. That is not improvement. Deuce of hearts. He'll check one more time. Not the worst board for his hands. He won't often be up against the 3, but he is this time, unfortunately. B Hold'em just checking back.
Hard putting my hand in.
Yeah.
Not going to go his way.
Nice hand, Bill.
That was 50 hands. Not even quite at the halfway mark yet, and we're already 50 hands in. Anybody want to explain to me why San Francisco's not winning right now? I think football is broken this week. What do you all think in the chat? Do you think football is broken this week?
One call. Everyone check.
29-5, 2 clubs. Everyone checking immediately, and another 9.
You need barrels on live stream.
Uncle T ahead with a pair of queens. Uncle T gets that bet through.
Thanks, sir. Give me $10, really.
And I'm losing fantasy by like 50 points right now, in case anyone's wondering. It's like 50 points. You know what? Congrats to KJ, the highest score in the league this week. I really never stood a chance, even if my guys weren't on bye, I don't think.
What are you laughing at? You're hilarious.
Looked like you were about to sing it.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's in my repertoire. There you go.
Sorry, it's 3 to 5. Full 7 makes it 35. Oh, one more. $2.
King deuce, suited for Chris.
The winner.
Putting some money in there. Getting no takers. Chris picking up another $17 worth of points in straddle.
Look at this. Bottle service in here? Yeah!
Oh, this is the one that you guys talking about?
No, I didn't see that. You didn't? Oh, nice.
Replenishing the chips real quick in the well.
I don't know.
I've only been like once or twice.
She's like, oh, do you want to say someone referred you? And
Brother, man.
I didn't even know. She just recommended your name. I'm like, oh yeah, give it to KJ.
I appreciate it.
Everyone's giving you.
Yeah, what do they think? My liver's like healthy or something?
They're trying to kill you.
They're trying to lighten you up, you know? Just have a good time.
I killed some sheep liver flukes with some tequila once.
Kevin raising the Jack 8 suited. You say something?
And call 3 players. One check.
Ace, queen, 10, all spades.
3 checks.
Who's knocking at the door?
9 bets 25.
All right, Kevin won. He had a gut shot on an all spade board and he won. I got distracted momentarily.
I was thinking about that spade that I did.
It's 7:45 right now. All right, let's do a bomb pot since Billy's not here.
Yeah.
Bomb pot.
I'm going outside.
Don't post them either.
Yeah, no, we're immediately getting this bomb pot going. I know you guys kind of want him in it.
No, you have to deal him in. If you don't deal him in, he might leave the game.
He's not here.
He might have a meltdown. No, he's
In case anyone's wondering, the person knocking on the door is actually looking for protection, which is not me. It's the other door. There's
Billy's
two
is
doors.
off now.
They were trying to convince the dealer not
Door
to
of the
deal you
booth
in
and
the
there's the door
bomb.
of protection. And
I didn't think you liked bomb pots really. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go with the bomb pot.
No, it did bump on it.
Before you caught it the next day. So I get a turn in.
Open ender for B holds him on the bottom. Small blinds, I'm checking dark every time.
2 check, 3 check, 5 check, 7 check.
Kevin gonna be the one to bet. He's got top 2. And he's also got a pair on the bottom.
Okay. I got various backdoor options.
One call.
We got seat open on 9.
Josh calling the 30. This is an interesting choice.
5 fold, 7 call.
I'm not sure what they're thinking is here. Am I missing something with Josh's hands?
7 call.
3 times 5 of diamonds, which is a board pair on the bottom. Diamond draws on both boards.
7 checks.
And Josh, the only one with a diamond draw. But Barber has 5s full of jacks now with the 5 pairing. Kevin up top has queens and 8s and 3s. That's a hard draw. No, he doesn't. Just the 3 pair. Makes it 150. Josh has turned diamond draws on both sides and it's dead on one side and he's folded. Barber, 5 full of jacks. It is a boat. One of the smaller boats and it's a one-way hand and he's going to fold. Chris will also make the fold.
All in a day's work, you know.
Yeah.
Let
Keep
the
that all
heads
in
roll.
the blinding.
The man has bills to pay.
Straddle. You're 10. You're 5.
Oh, okay. We can't straddle more than 10 now.
Oh, you can. You want it?
10 or more. So 10 or more.
Pocket 8s for Chris.
35, 8 and 9 fold. Yeah. 1 fold.
This might be another $17 for Chris, or not. Optimize has ace-10. He will defend that straddle. Heads up we go. Nothing for anyone. Just the gutter for Optimize. King, queen, deuce the flop. Chris, the raiser, gonna say, this is my flop. I raised from early position. Optimize is gonna say, this is not my flop. You may have the pot. That'll be a $42 pickup rather than the 17. Had he just taken it pre.
Looks like it's worth $10. It'll be on you, Tom.
It's on me.
Yep. Eight folds, 9 folds.
Uncle T came all the way back to get 7 deuce.
It does smell so good. 2 folds.
It smells so good. That's right. It does smell better than although it's like homemade.
He makes it 35 and 5 folds.
Now Chris has aces. This isn't even
Raises
fair.
to 115.
Makes it 115. Jack 8 offsuit is asking a lot though to continue. This hand should fold and it will fold.
It'll be $10 straddle, Tom.
Dynamics.
That's not true. That's not true.
You know, you can
Chris
fold one
taking
too.
lots and lots of small pots tonight.
Yeah, give up my
You know what? They all count towards your win rate.
Just let me walk, man.
People say, ah, there's no money in there, but that's money, though.
Alright, small, big.
The goal here is to win all the chips.
He doesn't have a hand, he just raises.
Sometimes I'll check it if you just like limp in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
See 3 needs to. Okay.
So that was like a check through or raise.
1 fold.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
2 fold. 3 fold. 5 raises to 40. 7 calls.
I'm only calling because he's calling.
Good choice.
And 8 calls because
You know, I
Chris
would've guessed
called.
that.
3 players.
I figure I'm playing one hand.
Yeah.
5 check.
Chris has a combo draw. Chris is getting a lot of hands tonight. He's got a club draw. He's got a gut shot.
With chips.
Yeah, I
You have a
know.
hard time getting
I know.
Uncle T has a better gut shot.
They're up today.
50 from Chris.
You can do every trick.
And he's got an over.
Yeah.
No call.
That's the only trick he's still working on.
Yeah.
8 would be pretty chaotic.
Still can't get that one down.
5 folded. 5
Ace of spades will be less chaotic.
There we go. That one was cleaner.
90.
Come on, Scherzer. Keep it up, baby.
Raise 220.
Uncle T gonna go for the raise. Chris made it 90. Uncle T makes it 225. And Chris actually folds here though. No draws completed. He does make the call. To the river we go. 3 of diamonds. Everything misses. Every one misses. Chris checks. Uncle T gonna go for a value bluff here. 250, 260 rather. He assumes he's no good. His jack high is actually the better hand here. Go figure.
Not a very interesting.
Usually it's not.
That's what I like about it.
Thank you very much.
Couldn't hit, couldn't represent. Really nothing you could do.
I know.
No. 4 or 5 got there? Pretty good. 4 or 5 of clubs.
That's more your range than mine.
Small
Yeah,
big.
yeah, definitely.
Double straddle. $20.
I don't think you're gonna fold to a raise though.
You need a re-raise?
On the river. On the river.
2 folds.
Well,
3 calls.
You gotta re-raise on the turn.
Barber tossing a whole bunch of chips out there.
no. I mean, you get the
Ace queen for Uncle T. And Kevin calls out of turn. You know, there's some rooms where they slap you if you do that. Just saying.
50.
Just a mid-range, Bill. I don't want to run
Uncle
you out of
T made it 50, which changes the action, and he can fold now. Josh with the skinny, or the dirty typer, the 3 deuce, makes the call. Barber deciding to get in there with the king deuce. Barber hasn't played enough hands tonight, I guess. Jack 10-8. Uncle T with overs and a gutter and the best hands. Everyone else flopping exactly what they deserve. Josh leading for 100 and the call from Uncle T, who gets rewarded with top pair. Josh picking up a club draw. He may continue firing here. Certainly 3 high has no showdown value, and you're thrilled if you can get a fold. 210 is the bet. I don't think top pair on a gutter is going to be folding for that price, though. He's never drawing dead here. Even if he is behind, which he is ahead. Makes the call. To the river we go. Queen of clubs, chaos card, aces up for Uncle T, club flush for Josh, who is going to bomb it here. $500. It is 4 to a straight. Uncle T may have a little bit of pause, but it.
That means you got a 9 the whole way. You got 2 pairs.
4 to 2 different straights.
Top two.
You backdoor 2 pair? Blaming me for some backdoor?
Yeah, yeah. I call.
Uncle T going to cut out the chips, and he's going to make the call. They both backdoor it.
Nobody was expecting that.
Have the king.
Nobody was expecting that.
And you could consider folding there. You're losing to any king. You're losing to any 9. You're losing to flushes.
All the way down all the way.
Kind of a thin bluff catch.
I can't say nice hand. Nice kiss. I can't say that. I feel like a hypocrite. Gotta go to church. Man.
What a river.
Oh,
Give me $10 straddle, Johnny.
See if this game's starting to come to life now.
You can straddle for more if you want.
Oh shit! You got another one. Yes.
And we ran it down to the freaking 2.
hey, Minnesota. I'm no
Jeremy
longer
perhaps
pulling
enticing a little bit of
14.
action there, reminding our players that
I'll take it back. Take
the
the money
straddle
back.
is at least 10. You can straddle more. You can re-straddle
Then you
more.
really $10.
You are allowed to straddle up to your entire stack here at TCH Austin.
First one to do.
Don't throw the battery
3.
like that.
Optimize with the ace king.
That makes it 35, 7 folds.
The top 2, I mean.
8
Yeah,
folds.
Perhaps switching there would have been a bigger straddle. You got the chance to put more money in with a very premium holding.
Come on.
9 calls.
mine too.
Kevin getting in there with clean 9 of diamonds. Kevin picking a lot of very reasonable hands tonight. Josh playing a hand as well, as he enjoys doing. 10-5 deuce, ace king, still good because, as they say, it is hard to make a pair.
Makes it 50 and 2 people fold. Thank you very much.
C-bet will do the job for optimize.
Alright, that is my time. You got Kristen coming in. Good luck to you. Hey, what hand? How many hands was it?
All right. Jeremy going to step out.
Drive my car
Thanks to
into
Jeremy for those 2 hours in the box, pitching these cards out. Some of the great dealers here at TCH. And here comes another one. You also know her as a pretty good producer as well. Kristen stepping into the box here.
I drove my car into the other.
This one's to the second half of TCH Live from Austin. 2-5, Noam and Holden. William Waddy with you in the booth. Mel pressing the buttons on the other side. Sometimes she presses buttons. Yeah, Mel also enjoying some football over there, and yeah, I would care more if my fantasy team had any kind of chance at all.
I backed my car into the car.
I picked a good week for everyone to be on bye. I was up against the monster anyway.
It was like I think I came out when I was in high school.
They are setting up for a bomb pot here, as we often do when we have dealer changes on the stream and out on the main floor.
I wasn't even born yet.
You were not. You were
10 cards,
big men of
10
some
cards,
magic.
$10, 4 cards, 2 boards. God, I've had a long weekend. That
Girls on the right.
being at the track and the heat, it just has sucked the life out of me a little bit.
But the left nut always hangs lower. Don't you think that should be the voice?
The boys are hit. That's what I say. Left is
Oh,
boys.
God, it's
That's not normal, man.
Sometimes they can't work.
You better get that checked out.
shut
No,
up.
that is totally normal.
Hey, Griffith's football, the Niners Vikings game. But yeah, Texas Houston playing their game 7 as we speak.
Hey, what did we call him? That's
Kevin, a little bit of both sides here.
all the tall.
Oh, look at that, John's in this one, he's got the button.
So a set of deuces, I think, for Chris.
9 check.
King and an ace on the turns.
3 check. 5 check. 7 check. 70. 70.
Uncle T has kings and threes.
70.
Josh has a heart draw. Uncle T potting it. Kevin has a worse heart draw. He does have 2 pair on the top. 10s and 5s on the bottom. He just has 10s though. He's gonna let it go.
1 full.
Snap, 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 snap.
In fact, Uncle T's just gonna take it down. Nobody feeling like they have sufficient scoopability, I'm thinking. So, impression often gets the job done there.
That's what you want. You break that for me.
We see Kevin, the big winner. We see Josh right there alongside him. Uncle T's still in the green despite those recent setbacks he had.
A big line, please.
Test results indicated he may play 2-3 wrong. Beware those side effects.
Oh, it was tipped.
Yeah, no interference.
If it wasn't tipped, it would be.
They're not calling it.
Okay, we'll take 10.
That's enough then?
16 in that one.
3 full, 5 full.
You're a fan, so it's not just about winning the bet, it's the
7 raise, 35. 8 full.
6-3 from Chris.
9 full.
35 from Chris with the 6-3. Josh taking a moment from his dinner to defend with the ace-10 offsuit. Heads up we go, and look at that. Josh can buy himself some more dinner, flopping the nuts. King, queen, jack. The ace and the 10 making a straight. He's going to check raise. And Chris had absolutely none of that, so Josh going to have to settle for what's there, but
I don't want to do the thing where, you know, like,
that'll buy him some more of whatever that is. I wonder what that is and where he got that from. That looks like some kind of rice, maybe. Did he order Chinese, perhaps?
Put Kevin's 5 out. Thanks very much. Caleb, you're the starter.
Yeah, Red Reaper. I'm not big on eating at the table myself. Occasionally you'll see me do that during a tournament series. If it's been like
7 raise, 35.
10 hours and I haven't had a chance to eat anything all day. And then I will very consciously try to eat with just one hand and play poker with the other hand. You're not going to see me eating in a cash game though. Tournaments are a different situation just because your chips are always in play, you're always dealt in. You'll blind out if you're not there. They'll post you whether or not you want to be posted. 8-8 deuce
1 check, 3 check.
is an excellent flop for Barber here. He has 3 8s. Everyone checks. King of hearts. We'll give Josh a pair of kings. And Barber's 35 has a pretty good chance at getting paid. I think Josh is about to pay in.
Oh, yeah.
Kristen's trying to keep it clean there.
Heads up.
Josh calls the 35.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get 5-10.
6 on the end. Josh with 3 pair. Kings and 8s and 6s. 3 8s better than 3 pair.
All this straight flushes and 12 flushes. It's like they come in a bluffs.
Hey, yeah, 3 pair.
75. Gets called. Yeah, Red Reaper, yeah, pretzels are okay as well. In fact, like when I'm traveling for tournaments, like I'll have a bag with me, and one of the things in there will be something like pretzels, like some reasonable snack. And usually some headache medicine and some earbuds and a battery. I'm not rolling around with bricks and money in my bag though, so if you see me out there on the circuit, say hi. I like meeting viewers. But also, it's not worth trying to steal my bag if you're that kind of person and you're somehow watching the show, because there's really nothing of value in there.
Seven full. 8 full. 9 full. 1 raise, 34. 2 full. 3 calls. 5.
Josh, opening again, 30.
Good players.
2 fours.
Free check, back check.
Jack, Jack, 7. They all miss, and there's another 7. That ace is going to be feeling okay probably for Optimize,
1 check.
especially when nobody shows any interest here. 8 of clubs on the end, and Optimize blocks the ace-high clubs. Everyone checks. Optimize going to take it at showdown there.
Sitting there checking down your nuts.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of big tournaments, let's once again talk about some big tournaments. TCH Dallas has the even bigger one coming up this week. Day 1 flights start Wednesday. 10 and 5. The start times for the flights every day. $300 buy-in, 20-minute blinds on day 1. Day 2, Sunday, $250,000 guaranteed, 8% going on to day 2. Half-hour blinds there. TexasCardHouse.com for all the details there. We also got some tournaments coming up at TCH Houston in the course of November, and then another week and a half or so. Sorry that this camera's glitching out for a little bit here. The camera going to get itself together. Apparently a wire had gotten kicked, and that's how it goes sometimes. Like that's like the biggest threat to IT infrastructure everywhere, like the random errant foot, or
5 call.
if we're outdoors, like the errant backhoe that cuts your internet line.
Stop taking 3 players.
Battle of suited hands here, 3 ways. Clubs or hearts would be interesting. So we get none of the above. We get 9-6 deuce, and Chris has a gutter
7 check.
with his 5 high. Everyone checks. Hey, look at that, a 4. Chris has a straight, 3 diamonds though.
5 bet, 75.
Optimize is going to make it 75 at an unfortunate time. He does have top pair.
7 call. 8 call.
Chris calling. Uncle T calling with 2 overs. Interesting decision there. Thinking his pair outs could be good. This one's probably an action killer. 4 to a straight now on this 3 rivers, so Chris is 5.
7 check.
Everyone's going to check. Chris is going to show the 5.
I gotta play more shit.
And the 3, so he didn't actually need that river.
In the big blind.
Chris is going to ship him that
Thank
pot.
you, Chris. Thank you.
Hit my dirty out the. Out the
It's
flush.
okay. I'll make Caleb maybe.
Downswings really suck, Rena.
Hitting any more value. Flush out.
Been there myself many times.
Maybe a little bit.
Please. TV's out here waiting.
Yeah, but I played 5 clubs.
But you know what? If you didn't have the downswings, the upswings wouldn't feel quite so sweet. They wouldn't feel quite so special.
Tom, you're the straddle for 10. 8 call.
Anyway, action here. 8-5-5.
8 check.
Uncle T with the better of the ace between him and Joshua. Well, set to go another round. Josh double dominated, betting 50. Barber's ace-9 does have 2 overs here. We'll let it go. So I think Uncle T's letting go of top pair.
8 call.
He'll make the call.
8
Jack on the turn. Check, check. Josh slowing down. 7 on the end.
8 bet 50.
Uncle T gonna be good, and Uncle T gonna make the bet. Josh calling the 50. 8. Wow, I got a better 8.
Pair.
8s and 5s with an ace. Josh's kicker was not playing there.
Give me that button. Thank you.
I'll give you showdown numbers. Uncle T getting to the most showdowns of anyone here. This is Texas, though. Nobody folds in Texas.
One fold. Two raise, 35. 3 fold. 5 fold.
9-6 for B Holden. Ace of 35, and Chris with aces once again. 115, the 3-bet. And he holds him with a suited 2-gapper. Facing the 3-bet. Should get out. He will get out. Once again, Chris getting a big pair and not being able to play a big pot, let alone win a big pot.
Did you just say you were too small?
Does move into the profitable site, though, with that pot.
Yeah, I get that a lot, you know.
That 6th inch really does wonders.
Thank you, Billy. Small blind, please.
That is a mandatory 10, so that 10 does get posted. The stream game is an auto post game. Players are told the rules before the show.
2 fold.
B Hold'em not believing in the 9 triz.
3 raise, 35. 5 fold.
Barber.
7 fold.
Ace 10 of clubs.
8 call. 5 more.
Uncle T with the chalk torn nuts of clubs. Jack deuce.
9 call.
Kevin
1 fold.
coming in with the 6s. Josh won't make it back in time to see that hand. We'll go 3 ways.
3 players.
Fun accumulating.
Accumulating
Set of 6s for Kevin
9 check.
against Barber's top pair.
3 bet 50.
Trouble for Barber here, 439. He could be on the hook for all of it here. Start with the $50. 10-6, 4, 2 spades.
What inning is it, Billy? What inning
Calling
is
and
it?
raising, both viable here. We're so shallow, though. If he calls the 50, it'll be 215 in the pot,
It might be the 3rd, actually.
389 behind.
Way early.
It's going to raise it up to 200,
150.
or 150 rather, which is going to be pretty committing when we get to the turn if Barber keeps going here. And I don't think we'll be holding top pair, top kicker. I think this is just where Barber goes broke, unfortunately. plenty of draws he's beating. He's beating spade draws. He doesn't block those. He's beating gut shots. He doesn't block those. He does move all in. He's going to get snapped.
Whatever you want.
Do anything?
Whatever.
Barber drawing extremely thin here.
You got it?
Needs the backdoor a boat.
Run the deck out.
Twice.
Two turns, two rivers.
Nice hand.
You're up.
Jack of spades and 9 of diamonds. So Kevin takes that. A 4 and an ace, which is 3 pair. That's not a boat. That is a boat for Kevin. That's not a boat for Barber. So Barber getting scooped here. Kevin going to stack him. I think that's a 15-30 Omaha 8 or better, not a kilo.
You wouldn't have anything else that board is.
Look at these V pips real quick while the pot's getting pushed over. Josh playing more than half the hands. Chris and Uncle T, Barber, all very, very active.
Might call that with his hand.
Kevin's playing the fewest, but he is making them count.
Might call that with his hand.
Don't know if you picked up on any of that chatter, but this Sunday here at TCH Austin, we're trying to make this about an every other week thing, a 15-30 limit Omaha 8 or better game. If you're interested in that, come on over here. Get on the list on Poker Atlas. We'll spread pretty much anything if there's enough interest.
We're not doing one.
Yeah, like, whatever.
Small one.
He's like,
Worlds
like, well, get
is routinely spreading no limit due to 7 single draw. There was a cash game that broke out after the tournament yesterday. Didn't hang around for that. I was just a little bit too worn out.
Wait, we'd rather do two at the end, closer together, this yours.
Just make sure you do.
What is this one? You gave me 10 back. Where's
Yeah, we're not doing a bomb pot.
Yeah, but
Well, there was
I
an
got 10
extra
back if
5
there's an extra
there.
5 out.
You don't owe anything right now.
I know.
Right, there was an
Seriously,
extra 5
I
sitting
grabbed
there.
2
I don't
and
know
brought
if
it
it
back,
was
and then
his
he
or
goes,
mine or his.
this one was sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I got mine too, and I don't know where that was.
I didn't
That
see
must
this
be
one.
that must be a tip.
I think B Hold'em's like,
You had 10 on.
I don't know what's he going. Like does he want a bomb pot? Does he not want a bomb pot? We do bomb pots every half hour, roughly.
I took 5 back.
Yeah. All right. 5.
There's some players, like, they're really, really antsy about getting that bomb pot. Like, they don't want to get cheated out of a bomb pot. Kind of silly.
That was a horrible raise.
It happens when it happens.
No, it's already 20.
25, Louis.
25 from Uncle T. Kevin's got 8s.
The discounted bet and the $5.
Small blind versus button.
I'm already halfway.
Free betting is pretty common approach. Makes it 100, which is going to chase out the riffraff behind him. We'd probably be going 4 ways if he didn't go for the 3 bet, so I like this. The hand's going to play better heads up for sure. And Uncle T going to call that queen jack offsuit on the button. Heads up we go, queen jack versus 8s. And Uncle T flopping the nuts here. King 10-9. Uncle T going to slow play his straight. Turn's going to pair the 10, which is going to give Kevin some life here. A 10 or an 8 would give him a full house. Kevin was the 3-better here.
9 check.
He seems done with it. Uncle T is going to throw a bet out there. 150. Unfortunately, it's one of the few times Kevin's going to 3-bet and not have anything, and Uncle T is going to be like, come on, man. I think he had bigger aspirations after the flop.
That is how you flop the joint. Do that.
It was all set up. It should have been a bomb pot.
I think Barber didn't reload. I think Barber's called to the night. Just looking at the empty seat and the lack of chips.
The angular, Kevin.
As we head to 69 hands of the evening.
Yeah, really, we should.
The whiskey baby come out.
Okay.
2-5-10, no limit holding.
You're the boss.
Mandatory $10 straddle.
Got a big
This
hand.
is like over there. Over there, people go crazy with bonbons. Here, it's like everybody knows how to play a bonbon, so it's kind of costly.
It's hard to follow the action because there's just so much going on with all the cards.
Yeah, Lottie and I talked about it last night.
On Thursdays, we go
We're like,
45
dude,
minutes.
y'all do the right thing. You don't even comment on it until the
Oh,
turn
that's
two
where
players.
y'all
It's like, why even look at, they talk about other stuff.
Right.
Then we get to the turn, there's like 2 or 3 players, then they'll comment.
no bonbons.
It's like, there's too much.
It's just the way to do it.
It's up, one spot, 4-4
Up
deuce.
on the 8:30.
Yeah,
King high's ahead.
It's about our customers.
I would 8.
One check, 5
Well,
bet.
you just have to look at the percentages and then
can't fold
kind
for
of
10.
figure out what people have.
Optimize. Tosses at $10. Josh is gonna call.
Matter of try.
We're not even gonna look at the bomb pots till like the river.
Yeah.
Then we'll comment.
That's true.
Or 2 players.
One check.
3 on the turn. Optimize pulls ahead. Josh with an open ender,
One bet.
which will get there. That's gonna be a wheel for Josh. He's gonna make it 25. Optimize with a pair of threes.
So believable.
I think it was a good
Come
fold.
on, I got 2 pair. Come on now.
Nothing to turn.
King 5. You know, you earned this.
Here, then, put the 5 out there.
He did earn it.
I'm gonna do that. I bet on the flop. Just so we're clear, I bet the flop.
He did bet the flop. And you know what? That was a good call. Optimize bluffed, and Josh called the bluff. He had the better hand.
You know what? He earned it.
Sometimes you gotta call king high and make it better hands, like the suck resuck there.
Oh, I need to make a highlight reel of this thing. All the backdoors.
Dude, yeah, there's so many backdoors in one
Looks like the
night.
Vikings are ahead at the half.
Last time I
He
had
holds
this
and
back
repping the
doors in
Texas
one night.
Rangers.
Currently
crushing the Astros.
I did the back-to-back nut flushes.
Backdoors with your naked ace.
That's a crazy.
Good for Texas getting to the World Series. They spent all that money on DeGrom this offseason,
Right.
and they got just like a few starts out of him because, well,
Hard to do.
the elbow that was going to go went,
I guess he did have an open ender.
which is why the Mets didn't pay him all that money.
But it's
6 would have been good too.
9 full. 1 raise, 30.
You had an ace?
2 fold.
I think he's one of the best pitchers in the game when he's on the field, but
What do I have? No, that's
staying on the field's been the problem for him.
So you'd have lost to an ace. Also, you could have an ace.
7.
yeah, I mean, but
You just play this.
but I mean, he showed me a king. So do I think he has ace king there, limping in on the
No,
button?
yeah, but before the ace king, before you showed me.
7 check. 1 check.
6-3-3. Somehow nobody has a 3. Check, check.
7 bet.
This version of this you got going.
As weird as it sounds, I
Josh
think I
gonna
should
fold
have
to
gotten
Chris's
an
bet.
ace showing the king. You know, because like that's exactly the kind of hand that would limp there. Like
Okay, so those runs got scored
King
in
5 offsuit.
10 minutes ago by Nate Griff. So the pictures you're seeing are on a 15 minutes away. And I'm watching the 15 minutes away, just like you are. I haven't been actively keeping up with the game. I just checked in on the score. I was done with baseball a while ago. My Mets fell out of contention months ago.
You had a 10, John. Nine raise, 35. 1 fold.
Kevin raises and takes it.
How often do you play tournaments?
What do you got, like 10 under your belt so far?
I think I'm maybe
Like his
played-
frequency to the lodge.
Less than his.
What's that?
You're saying something about you playing tournaments?
I think the art of poker is like the only thing I cash.
Did you play this?
Feels like Streamlabs has turned against everybody
That's like
of late.
that and the big one were pretty good.
I think we used up our allotment of points early in the show. Maybe that's what happened. They give us
the big one is
so many points and
there's
we gave them all out. That's my only theory.
All the ones that played it.
that and the Art of Poker, the two monthly ones over there.
Do you play any tournaments?
They had the $600 monthly monsters like last year. That was pretty good too.
They did away with that now.
Yeah, because I think two or three of them there was some pretty decent overlays.
Top pair for Uncle
One of them it was
T.
like over 200K in overlay.
Over for Josh. Makes it 35. Uncle T going the check call route. The turn is an 8. That's going to be a straight for Josh. Getting there on Uncle T again.
Oh, huge one.
8-bet 75.
Uncle T
One call.
can chop with a 9 as Josh slow plays his straight. He is calling Uncle T. 4 to a straight on the board here. 4 on the river.
8-bet.
Josh is going to be good. Uncle T going to toss out 100.
Oh my gosh.
Josh showing some mercy, not putting in the raise, just calling.
6 card straight.
Yeah.
It's a 6 card.
6 cards straight.
I missed the river for once.
Sorry, I thought it was a 5 over there.
Thank you very much, Josh.
It's only a 6 card straight.
That bottle's gonna go.
Yeah, hey, Griffey,
I wonder if there's a loose.
rough year for the Cubs too, I guess. Yeah, I was ready for football. The problem is that I'm a Bronco fan. And so
Especially if it's
now I'm ready for baseball again.
Red 69?
It's gotta be. Is the red for love or for blood?
I was delusional enough to be like, oh good, he didn't get clubs at the end. Please.
Josh is actually in the straddle there.
I feel like I've like
5 raised, 35, 7
asked
fold.
some, I don't know, heroin laced ayahuasca.
That's Mize and Uncle T, both with suited Broadways in the same suit.
It's all a dream. No, it's
Uncle T gonna go the slightly more aggressive route. Maybe not aggressive enough, he makes it 90.
I sold my
A
house.
size that's unlikely to inspire a fold from the in-position player.
It looked like I got too much money on my hands. I probably look like that anyway. I'm old, I'm white, whatever.
They missed the extra point or what?
Yes, they missed the extra point. Heads up.
Heads up we go. Jack 8-4. Top pair for Uncle T.
Like,
Got it for optimize.
I'm over 5 with you or some shit like that.
3 of diamonds on the turn. Not many diamonds to go around, and
8-bet 130.
Hit that too hard, sir.
the computer ate the other hand. It's actually Uncle T that's going to win here. He made the bet optimize folded.
Bomb pot. And it's up. You like to play the bomb pot?
Bomb pot.
He doesn't care. If he's down, he plays. If he's up, he doesn't play.
My spokesperson, he knows me well.
Oh shit, get in there! Get in there! Yes! Yes, sir, baby! Come on, get some work! Yes. Keep it going!
Yeah, we need a little inch.
And there's the celebration you promised there.
Be happy with 10 to 2.
I can only assume this is when Texas scored some runs.
Keep it going, baby.
Man.
Rangers in Minnesota, that's who I'm going for tonight.
This is the
I
one
just
where
love how Scherzer and Verlander were both Mets at the start of the season, and
rent payers here.
Players.
and they're on these two teams now.
I live with my mother.
Queen 3, deuce, ace, ace, queen.
2 check. 5 check.
Who's got what now?
7 bet.
Threes and deuces where you hold him. Chris has trip aces.
Oh, no, that's just this table is just, everybody's too good
Makes it
about
35.
No.
Give it to Chris.
I
Nobody
don't think
draws
he's going to
when
get
they're
any
not supposed
takers
to.
here.
Everyone's just
He bets and everyone
idiots all
folds.
get out.
No sweat at all for Chris.
Don't get paid. Get ace queen. Don't get paid.
You remember back in the day, Bomb Pods? When nobody knew what the when people were playing
Nobody knew how to play or play 1-2.
Not the 2-5, yeah, 1-2, 2-5.
people playing with one card.
Somebody would sit down, they'd get kind of, weaseled into playing at the table, and they wouldn't just play once, they'd play the whole night, they'd lose thousands. That was the day. Now,
Yeah, it was always
so like,
fun to play these bomb pots when people didn't know the rules of PLO. You must play exactly 2 cards in Omaha games. At least exactly 2 of your whole cards. If you have 4 aces in your hand, you do not have quads. If there are 4 aces on the board, you do not have quads.
5 raise.
2 from your hand, 3 on the board.
9 full.
Not like Hold'em.
1 call. 2 call. Three players. 1 check. 2 check.
Spade draws for Josh and B Hold'em here. Got it for Optimize.
1 call.
Optimize betting the 60. Josh comes along. And short B Hold'em will also come along holding his spade draw. He does make the call, 287 in the middle as we go to the turn 3 ways. 9 of spades does pair the board, but we have flush over flush in progress. Josh and B Hold'em.
2 check.
Everyone checking. How do we have? Do we have 13 spades in the deck? Do we only have 13 spades in the deck? 3 spades on the end. So now everybody has a flush. Josh has the king high for the nuts. Optimize has the second nuts with the jack of spades. B Hold'em
I've been saying it all
has
night.
the 5 high spades that have just shriveled up. He felt a lot better about it a street ago. Making the fold, he feels
2 full. No.
disgusted.
No.
Watch it on the stream, Bill.
You'll see it. Yeah. Please do not do that, boys.
You just pulled the nuts,
I think he
Billy.
was trying to share with a friend. Optimize in disbelief here. Second nut spades, it is a paired board. It's Josh, and he's going to hold his nose and call. He's going to be wrong again.
5 call.
Oh, I did! I turned it. Oh my gosh, I turned it too.
Oh, you got paid from the river.
Bluffing the royal flush draw?
Oh my
He
god.
had my out, but
He holds him, patting himself on the back for holding that flush.
yeah.
In a 3-way pot, it becomes a pretty simple fold when you get the 4th spade.
Yeah, I mean,
That river saved you money. That river saved you a ton of money.
It definitely saved me money.
Well, I mean, I guess it didn't lose me money.
Mel's wanting Kittle to do things. I would also like Kittle to do things just because that means that Purdy did things. That said, I need 50 or 60 points,
That river was good, actually.
which seems unlikely from a quarterback.
You had a king. I thought you just had a king. That's all I thought you had. Wow, I'd have been screwed.
7 raise. 35.
I was there from the turn.
35 from Chris, gonna walk into Uncle T's ace queen, choosing to flat rather than 3-bet. So Kevin's gonna get in there with his suited connector. Optimize is gonna say, what the hell with the 9-4. A 3-bet probably just takes the pot there and then.
4 players.
Instead, he's going to go 4 ways. He's going to have to try and hit something,
5 check.
which he will not do. King 7-6 gives him nut no pair.
50.
Kevin, however, has a pair of 6s,
8 full.
and he has to fold to Chris's C-bet.
9 call.
Kevin going to call once with a pair and backdoor. Heads up, we go to the turn.
Heads up.
Jack of diamonds will not improve Chris's holding.
They're working on getting the mama. No, she told me she got you the second one. 7 check. And they're working on getting the mama. Nine bet, 125.
Oh, Wiener Schnitzel.
125 from Kevin. That's that for Chris.
I wanted to see that. Can I see the rabbit? Can you show the
I
rabbit?
think that's
Yeah,
it.
but that's good river for me.
Yeah, I need to. We need to go I might look at my schedule next week, maybe next Wednesday, because my parents come in next Friday for the weekend. They wanted to come down for a football game. I said, oh no, I'm not trying to get you tickets. 8 call, 9:30, so they come down for that. One call.
He holds him with ace king.
The same level where I know.
That's to punish these limpers.
Calibrated.
So every 30 minutes you can
$80 worth of punishment heading their way.
8 call. 1 2.
Uncle T undeterred with his ace-4 off.
Heads up.
Trying to 3 outs.
I'm sure that's what the kicker is. Like, cheering so hard.
Picks up a few more outs here on ace-3 deuce. Makes top pair, picks up a gut shot. His pair is dominated, of course.
2 bet, 55.
Easy C bet for B Hold'em. 55.
Yeah.
Uncle T just calling. Needs a 4 or a 5. Gets a queen instead. B Hold'em going to go for another street. 130. Uncle T
8 call.
gonna make the call once again. Is beating spade draws as well. 3 pairs on the end. This could cost them another bet here. Aces and 3s with a queen for Uncle T. B holds him with the king though. That is gonna play.
2 bet, 225.
225, and now Uncle T can say, well, I'm chopping with most of the aces, except that one.
Probably a bad call that I called there.
8 call.
Makes the call. Gonna see a kick ribbon plays. $1,000 pot heading B Holden's way.
Nice. Yeah,
I thought you might have ace queen, I was a little worried, but
I thought about that, but I'm like, then I got aces.
be chalk with other
Oh no, as soon as I get up here,
Told you, Rena, you gotta lose every now and then for those wins to feel better. That should feel great the next time I make a run in a big tournament.
just can't get it.
Way up on the bet.
So,
yeah, just trying to keep it. Well, that's what the Rangers are way ahead, but it's like, I don't feel comfortable.
you're the big blind.
Things should change in a hurry.
Yeah, that's what
C8, head on 2.
really. And the same thing San Francisco, you just all of a sudden start going.
This chick,
Was it one of the first games?
all of a sudden she's gone. She's going to go out.
The Rangers?
We sit and watch the video.
loaded.
We've got the back door.
2 outs, base loaded.
One girl
Loaded the bases.
End the game.
her boyfriend was still at the table.
Josh making it 30. B Holden's got 7s.
2 call.
Bit better than the ace 4. But ace king is also a pretty darn good hand. 3 bet incoming from the small blinds, I believe.
5 raise. 100. 7 full. 140.
140, the price tag to continue. See how badly Josh wants to play hands. Not that badly. How badly does Beholdham want to try and make himself a set here? In position. Not that badly. Does not want to set mine.
You had to give some back to the same hand.
What'd you show?
A victory for Optimizer is going to show the Ace King of Diamonds.
Making its rounds over here. King of Diamonds.
Got Beholdham off of slightly better hands.
You get no more premiums.
I was almost really excited
Like
about
he
my
needs, like he needs.
Because I looked down and I see an ace and I started peeling it up. And it was a pointy one, but it was
Talking to me?
Yeah, you've had enough premiums.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Josh. Yeah, I thought you were talking to Josh.
Yeah.
Like Josh didn't.
You sucked out on the river against me when you had that one premium. Remember that?
I had a premium.
It's all going in anyways.
Lines,
You were
please.
getting called. Any other
I was
card.
getting called?
You think I put that much in and fold when you could have that exact
You
hand?
did fold. You did fold.
I folded to the queen.
I had ace.
What's so scary? About a queen.
If you have ace queen or ace king, you're now beating me. That's what's scary.
I was really excited when I saw the hook point.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, you're perfect.
That's what I should have. I mean,
You're the nuts.
Elbow, no.
pretty much what I should
did
have
have that
done.
already.
7. Raise 40. 8.
King Queen suited for
Yeah,
Chris.
I saw a flop.
Kevin could defend straddle here. He will defend straddle here. Jack 10 left.
Heads up.
See if we can get some broadways here. Not quite. Ace 9-3. So far, so good for the King Queen. Good flop for Chris's range as well. A nice high board.
9.
C-bet gets the job done.
Raise 35. 7 fold. 8 fold. 9.
Optimized with the King Queen. Uncle T with that oh so fun 7-5 suited. Getting in there. So will Josh 8-5 suited.
8 check.
Jack 9-7. Spade draw for Josh. Gutter for Optimize. Also a gutter for Josh. Not a good one.
8 bet. 25.
Yeah. It's easier.
Uncle T betting with his pair of sevens makes it 25. Josh pressing the raise button with his straight flush gut shot. Gonna clear it out.
Lots of them.
You know right now he's got a safe flush going, you know he's gonna get a straighter flush on the river.
I mean, that's a monster right there.
0 down, straighter flush on the river.
Thank you, Josh.
Button's good.
Thank you, guys.
I'm raising with 8 but you know why.
Heading into the last hour here. Power hour. See how many people are looking to dig themselves out of a hole, maybe. Game continues if players want to keep playing afterwards. If you enjoy what you're seeing, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get those notifications on. Find out every time we're on the air across the Austin, Dallas, and Houston locations. Tuesdays will be the big game from Dallas. It's at least 5, 10, 25, sometimes like 10, 25, 50. Don't know what the plan is tomorrow from TCH Dallas. Certainly worth a watch. Three-way flop gives us ace-jack 3, or a heads-up flop rather, my mistake.
8, attempted to bet.
It's a rare sight around here to get a heads-up flop.
Nowhere near my,
Thank you very much.
Uncle T's C-bet does the job.
Leave that one. Small black, please.
You can get a lot out of Scherzer, but it was not. We can get a lot out of Scherzer, but it was not. Didn't he start this game?
yeah, it's not solid. And then getting the runs, the leads help.
Yeah.
And then they got 2 innings out of them. 3, I think.
Yeah.
Close to that.
Seven full, 8 call, 9 full. 1 call,
Call.
2 call, 5 check.
A lot of middling cards here. 4-way limped pot as we go to the flop here. We've optimized, had a queen there.
2 check.
Here are queens for him. Queen 10, 7, so pair of 7s for a couple of our players. Straight draw for Uncle T.
1 full, 2 full.
Uncle T, the only one calling.
Heads up.
Uncle T needs a 9. Uncle T does not get a 9, but he does get a little bit more life, improving to an open ender. So with a 3rd spade, may not love it that much. Optimized. Undeterred by that 3rd spade, goes for $100 and gets the fold now.
Yeah, that's it.
Intentional grounding at least.
Yeah. But you're in the
So we're
grass,
just
like-
over a week away from Halloween.
That's at least intentional grounding.
Tell me in the chat, do you all get trick-or-treaters where you're at? What kind of candies are you giving out these days? Like, I tend to go for the candies that I would have wanted
Oh, yeah,
as a
he's
kid.
down.
Like, I'll get like the mini Kit Kats or the Hershey bars.
Oh, yeah, that knee was down. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
it's not a fumble.
His hand
His
knows that.
calf or his knee or is down.
His calf is down, but his knee isn't down.
But the calf is any
I
part
get a
of
decent amount of
non-foot
trick-or-treat activity in my
is
neighborhood.
down.
See if the weather cooperates, though. Right now they're talking about like cold and maybe rainy on
Is that
Halloween.
the rule, non-foot?
Yeah, I think they do.
Really?
Well, not,
I think they call it
Actually, my first year here, I
for part of the leg.
probably would have run out of candy if I hadn't gotten bailed out by a downpour.
vicinity.
8 full. 9 raise, 35. 1 full, 2
The
full.
runner is down,
Down,
but
but like third.
5 full.
send y'all
Come on, we
my
got 2 runners. Come on.
25.
5 from Kevin's King Queen.
Take that.
That's top pair for Kevin.
9 check.
I
Chris
wonder if as that
$5
quarterback,
picks up a 4.
was I down? Was it considered a throw? Was it? Right. Like, because that happens like that. I mean, bro, like,
Kevin's checking again.
yeah, added. Fourth and crazy. Yeah.
King Queen will be good here.
People watching the stream are like watching us commentate 15 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
25 from Kevin. Chris with bottom pair, no kicker, just gonna let it go.
Something like that. Because like earlier you were.
You're not obligated to call every time you have a pair.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
And we see Kevin not doing anything too insane tonight.
Wow. Let that guy show some down.
Having a solid night for himself all the same though.
So what?
All right.
For the football game? 11:45 and 3. Oh, we are? Nine rates, 35.
Another solid holding for Kevin. Ace 10 of clubs.
Five rates, 135.
Optimize playing his 9-8 aggressively. Should at least get it heads up. It's like a 1 on top of Kevin's raise, and Kevin will call. 9-8 of diamonds versus ace 10 of clubs. Unimpressive flop for both parties. King 7 deuce, one of each suit.
Five check. Nine check.
Check, check. Optimize, improving to a pair of 9s.
Five bet.
This bet could do it.
90.
$90. That bet will do it. You see Kevin, the big winner.
How many cards I got on the screen?
All of them. That's the whole deck. Like, why do you think they? Why do you think they made that graphic? The whole deck graphic. Like, what game would be required?
It looked like 7. 7 cards.
No, that's where you can make any name. You get to decide, but if we hit the flop, you're in trouble. Because we have no party.
One race. 2 fold. 5 fold. 7 fold. 8 fold.
Nash's raise goes unopposed. That's right, you have to get those cards back.
He's worked his way through a lot of skills. Cousins.
Right there. Back from the shirt. Yeah, no, he's solid. I can't believe we're doing it. We got Fergus, like,
Yeah.
he's the new, the new rookie.
Stay alive, just to stay alive for the season, kind of. They win this game.
Like, okay, we're legit. Before last week, Detroit. Amazing. Lions,
The Lions just lost. They got their ass.
Bears are winning.
Oh, man.
Bears have been winning.
Yeah, the Bears. Well, I mean, we crushed the Bears last
They were
week.
doing terrible.
But they're-
Well, I didn't look at
5 raise, 35. 7 fold. 8 fold. 9 fold.
Rattle defense.
There we go.
Optimize has 2 kings, and Optimize does get a taker with Josh. King 6 for him. Needs a lot of help.
1 check.
Gets no help. Ace 9-4. Problematic for optimize. Check, check.
Yeah, I mean, they're all gonna be clusters there. I think Detroit.
The low end.
Optimize will bet on this 10 of hearts turn. And we'll take it down.
Before, I mean, last week was the week of upsets. Both the Niners. Oh yeah.
Spots open.
Gain of 15. March it down, run it up on. We don't have a comfortable march.
Oh, man. Oh, just a 10 straddle? Billy?
Yeah.
Five, four.
10?
Set the call. It's on time. 8 call, 9 call, 1 call. 2 check. Three players. One check. 2 check.
Josh flopping trips in this one spot.
One bet.
Josh has an open ender because why not? No more golds with his garbage though, which he will show.
I think it's intentional grounding on us. Better than the set. Another next one?
I think he might have pushed off.
Somebody pushed off. Oh, defense.
Well, usually when they throw it like that and the guy's that wide open, it's a Michael Irvin push off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking of it.
Oh yeah, he got held up.
Well, that's pretty cheesy there. I mean, I can understand illegal contact, but
Yeah.
Straddle, please, wait.
that's not.
He might have said that because he kind of went with one hand, he didn't do two hands.
They're calling a lot of bad
He
shit.
totally blocked him from running his route. Even though the route was to turn around.
Yeah, he made a good stopping point for him. I mean, really.
7 cool.
He helped him run that turnaround.
8 raise, 25. 9 cool. Really?
Ace Jack for Uncle T.
1 call. 2 call.
Josh calling. Josh dominated. Optimize with 7s. Gonna try and flop himself a set. He will not flop himself a set.
5
Top pair and a gutter for Uncle T. We'll make it 50. Josh calls with his lesser ace. Optimize gets out.
Heads up.
Turn's going to pair the queen. Uncle T's Jack still playing. Deuce on the end.
8 bet, 75.
75 with 10K.
75 from Uncle T. Josh making the call. Josh getting the bad news this time around.
Nice bet. That was about the max you were going to get.
It's like I won a hand against him. What a mighty.
Well, tell me when it is.
Yes or no?
Take your time. It's bomb pot.
Alright, I'm going up. I gotta celebrate
Is
that.
sitting out.
Looks like we are on a bomb pot here.
Oh man, look at that hold on the arm right there.
It's wild.
And
He's gonna take it down with that.
Hit in the dark.
You call PI?
look at that. He's got his arm tied up.
Yeah. It's a good call.
This is 10 in the
Oh,
dark.
got it.
Push.
The tush push. We're not very good at the tush push.
No, yeah.
He can't squat 800 like.
10 in the dark, guys. That's the best I can do.
I'm taking my back.
Ken Dark is blind?
In the dark.
You made it. Oh yeah, the dark blind bet. I like it. I like it.
5 players.
Here we go with the flops. Queen, Jack, Deuce, 2 clubs. King, 9, 8, 2 hearts.
2 bet 10.
Jackson, deuces for Beholden. Optimize with a million jillion hearts.
7.
Heart draw on the bottom. Balls Beholden is $10. Ace, Queen, Jack, 10. 2 pair. And a wrap for Chris. Kevin, 2 pair on the bottom. Gutter and an 8 high club draw on the top. Not great draws. He is going to fold.
9 of spades.
Wanting to avoid getting pulled into a big pot
And the button.
with something marginal. 9 of spades exposed. Josh, a pair on each side gets out of there. Beholden also having to make the fold. One-way holding. Optimize, making the call. We go heads up to the turns. Chris versus Optimize. 4 of clubs, 7 of clubs. So Chris with the queens and jacks still good on top.
7 bet.
Chris with the straight on the bottom is good. Neither of these players holding the club flush. 90 from Chris. Optimize is going to let it go. His straight draw is less likely to be good now that the clubs are there. And also blocking his heart out. So Chris takes another bomb pot. Chris has been scooping a lot of these bomb pots that have not gone to showdown.
Too hot. No, it's too hot.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 still makes it 250. Like right now, it just does 3 puts it into like they need to as long as if he can't make an extra point, I don't know about this.
Back to 2, 5, 10. Nolan Holton.
He was trying to avoid that's the play. It was the only window that he had. He was
Got a hand.
Hey, we can't make extra points.
Well, I didn't.
3, we're good.
Uncle T gets back just in time to fold 8-4.
You tell her to be
What
quiet.
raised 30?
I'm old and slow.
We'll add 1 for Chris.
Thank you. 5 fold.
There we go.
Hey, all right. 7
Hey,
fold.
this is the hand I won my biggest pot ever with.
Nice.
Exact
Josh
same
taking some points.
was at that
Thank you
time
very
when
much, guys.
really hot when you went like 30K.
Yeah.
I remember you had a really
500 and a 30. Big Daddy.
Now I'm
it's been a while, but it was like, oh, he's so hot. Nobody like the heart.
You know, it wasn't that crazy. It was just like when I got it.
got some.
It wasn't like a nutso game where I was playing crap. It was like well, my first double up was like it was on my straddle, and re-straddled after me.
What are you guys saying after? What are you saying after? Maybe not. I think it might have been too long. I don't think.
And probably not like position.
Can I get an estimate of what?
And then you want an estimate?
Yeah, what you're planning. Yeah.
30 minutes.
30 minutes after 3 minutes.
Can I get a pen and paper?
Yeah, that gives me a good idea. I just need an idea.
We go
You
to a
know
quick
how much you can
blowjob.
lose, so make sure he gets it all back. Right?
You're down. Oh, yeah, you're down. You're gonna stay.
I gotta get sleep.
Where's Doug when you need him? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call him just because that was such a good line.
Harris 35 gets called in 3 spots.
Estimate, blowjob, something on that line?
Like that.
Board ran out. I still had an overpair with my queens, and after the pair,
8, 6, deuce, 2 diamonds that nobody has. Top pair for Kevin.
9 bet 44.
40 and C bet. No pair for Beholden. Could call. The other player is less likely to call.
2 call, 5 call, or 5 fold, sorry, 5 fold.
He holds and makes the call. Uncle T has the over in the back doors, and we'll see another card. Three spades is not the turn he was hoping for. Second spade draw, second flush draw available with the spade. Kevin's still good. I think he's going to try and end this now with a bigger bet. 210. A lot of drawers out there. He wants to make him pay. He holds him thinking about it, thinking about it. Lets it go, as will Uncle T. They'll keep playing. I'm going to step away for a moment. Be right back. Keep it right here, though.
After I bet it, I regretted it.
What did he say?
Bad bet, bad bet.
Bad bet. You should not have
Sounds
bet
like a
that.
set game.
Not a bet that.
I don't know, we'll see later. That's what we've got there.
I only get called by better.
There was Kittle.
All right.
Yeah, you needed that, Kristen.
One call. He was saying I gotta get him. Has he called? 2 fold, 5 fold. Okay. 7 raise, 50, 8 fold, 9 fold. You got the beat? That's your problem. I gave you a break. 1 call.
What a raise did I look?
Yeah?
Heads
I
up.
think I'd be more scared of the blind raise.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, good though.
It's got a touchdown.
That's why they gotta go for it. On fourth and goal, you gotta go for it. You can't be not gonna win it.
1 call.
They need 2 touchdowns. One won't do it.
Seven check. 8 check.
Into the 5th.
No kicker.
You finished the 5th inning.
We'll sweat this one out, bro.
Thank you very much. The kid'll lose. You are the straddle, please, Scott. Seven. 8 raise, 25.
I get back just in time to see Kevin get kings. Makes it 90. Over Uncle T's raise. Uncle T will continue with the Jack 9 off. To the flop we go, heads up. No sweat for Kevin, flopping top set.
8 check.
Uncle T with backdoor straight, and that's it. 50 from Kevin. I'd be surprised if he continues. He will not. Had a little too much of it there.
Big blind, please, Josh.
Kristen dealing out another 2, 5, 10
I'm gonna go with the assumption it's 10.
to a lineup of her making.
5-fold. That seems to work best. 7-fold. 8-fold, 9-fold.
It's Pot, Josh, and B. Holden going to go at it here, I believe.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it.
Getting a little change made there. Pot's right. $22 in the middle.
Can't chop. There's just drop.
Ace 8, 8. Trips for Josh. Check, check.
1 bet 10.
And Josh with a hammer lock on this hand. B. Holden deciding to call, though, and B. Holden rivering a queen, which will probably have him on the hook for another bet. 35 gets snap called. He drew dead and got there. What a wonderful feeling that is. Said as sarcastically as possible.
Got the A for the.
It's 98 odds too. It's 98 odds I thought the down bet was like, that's a value bet.
I only got 3 cards this time.
I'm not gonna because I have a runner.
On to the next hands. There you go. You got a little upswing going, Rena.
I can believe that. Although I'm gonna lose by more than 7 raised to 35 than if I had quit.
I almost checked.
Because I can never guess right on 8 raised 75. 9-fold, 1-fold, 2-fold.
Nice hand.
Big bully.
I like the way you gotta play that.
Well,
Uncle T taking this one.
thank you, Tom. Then actually, if that's the case, shit, if that's the case, I really
I thought it was really good.
damn it. Big blind, please.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sevenfold.
Dallas still ahead of Houston. Yep. Looking good for well, Dallas, Texas. Texas Rangers that play in the Dallas area.
So many people
If you're in the Dallas area, you probably think of them as Dallas.
yeah, it does.
If you're in the Dallas area tomorrow, be sure and head over to TCH Dallas for the 3rd birthday party.
2 check. Did you check?
I did.
7 check.
TexasCardHouse.com for all the details there. Hard to believe it's been 3 years already.
Daddy from you.
Today?
That's what's missing.
Gosh,
It
taking
was either the sweatshirt or that.
Sorry.
Sorry, Daddy.
Oh,
Also the also in Dallas this week, the even bigger one, $250,000 guarantee.
Some of those chips.
Starting flights Wednesday through Saturday, 10 and 5. $250,000 guarantee. TexasCardhouse.com for all the details there.
winning estimates, you know, like a damn wife.
If you're in the Houston area,
Estimate of when you'll be home?
we've got the Turkey Shootout happening this November. 3 weeks, 300K guaranteed tournaments.
Asks everyone at the table, can I have an
One of which is a
estimate
mystery
of your
bounty.
departure?
There's also
Just want an estimate, how long is this gonna
bonus
take
prizes
tonight? Is everybody leaving?
for
Kitchen to clean
bags, for
until I was
most
there.
entries.
You're gonna leave after the game, right? Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time.
Five raised, one
What the hell?
Kings for optimize.
I was good with 30.
We all know where this is going.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Will Josh continue? Suited connector, so tempting. So tempting.
I wasn't expecting that.
We'll make the call.
Heads up.
Heads up we go. Kings versus 6-5. 6 in the window. A little bit of life for Josh here. Jack 6-4, 1 diamonds, one of his diamonds.
Five bet.
Optimized from the small blinds, going to C-bet 175.
I actually believe you.
Well, I'm going to charge any parts that might be out there. Josh going to make the call. He does have a pair in backdoors. To the turn we go. 10 of clubs. Going to slam those backdoors shut. Pretty safe turn for optimize here. Jack 10, the one hand of real concern that just got there on you. Perhaps pocket tens that floated. 325, and Josh will go no further.
Open-ended backdoor straight flush draw. I had 5-6 diamonds. 5-6 diamonds. There were a lot of turns, but I was like,
Keep it going, baby. Come on.
Oh, two.
More. There's never enough runs. Never enough. Keep them coming.
Oh, that he left that one hanging. Off the top of the glove.
And be sure, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and do that. Get those notifications on. Find out every time we're on the air. If you're really craving some TCH content, drop a sub to that Texas Cardhouse channel on YouTube. And we have secondary streams there sometimes as well.
Off the top of the glove.
Dallas tomorrow, big game tomorrow. We're on pretty much every day of the week between Austin, Dallas, and Houston. We'll do this 2-5 again next week. I'll probably be back with you in the booth unless something comes up for me.
no, but it was, look,
Like maybe at like day 2 of tournament somewhere else or something.
No, no. 7 raised, 135.
Wouldn't that be
He
nice?
got rolled over.
Sorry, I'm too busy actually cashing a tournament and winning money for
You gotta
once.
have to look at your stack, but now you just get to look up at the stream.
Hopefully it's incorrect.
Chris with a 3-2 saying, hey, let's raise. Why not?
135. All right, let's play.
Chris getting a bit aggressive.
Big pots going.
135.
No 4 bets.
Four bets. No.
Optimize going to pull on position. Jack 9 of diamonds, which is ahead here. Gutter for Chris on ace 10-4. Good board for the 3-better. 150 gets the quick fold.
Did not connect.
Not low.
You serious?
Yeah.
The nut low. He was not kidding. That is the nut low. And if you want to try and make the nut low for real, come on over here Sunday. We're trying to get a 15:30 Omaha 8 or better game together. We had one a couple weeks ago, or I guess last Sunday, and
I need runner to get straight.
we want to make that a regular thing.
No, what you had was enough, man. You had enough.
Yeah,
Well, I would have had to hang on for dear life with that hand.
I saw
I would
someone
have been
Right,
really
it's a
hanging
nice
on.
thing.
someone that wants to call a guy down and up low.
Just got my new contact. I'm like, I don't know if I trust it yet. It looks really good.
Like
but,
1-2.
That's a great game to flop an insane draw and then just get your heart stomped on.
He just wanted to know what he had.
You lost $300.
Raise 35.
Where else can you flop literally half the deck and break it twice?
7 raise 125.
Yeah, funny.
Fucking folds everything.
Wow.
Perfect time to wake up the day.
After a bullshit
He did that,
hand,
he
isn't
did
that
that
wonderful
from
when
the
you get
small
that?
blind last
Right
night.
after
Yeah, yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah,
I mean, what a bozo.
that's a bozo no-no. My all-time favorite moment.
Yeah, yeah.
You're too young to remember bozo, though, aren't you, Aquaman?
Better than
Jack
3
Harlow's-
high.
This one's a base queen. Flush is a queen. No 3-2s this time.
So like 8-4.
You can never really be sure with him.
You're too young to remember bozo, aren't you?
Bozo the Clown? No, man. I watched it.
So when I was a kid, I was probably, I mean, they had several bozos. We're watching it Saturday morning, it used to be live. No delay, no nothing. But it's a kid's show. And they had
We go with our 100
Bozo
hands of
comes
the
out,
evening.
And here's like all these Girl Scout troops.
Moving along
Boy
at a pretty
Scout,
good
Cub
clip,
Scouts,
even
and they're all sitting there.
starting
Right
a
in the
little
middle
bit
of
late
this,
with a
two
little tech
kids
glitch.
that looked like they were raised by hippie head parents. I mean, the one even had the ring of chapped lip, you know, all the way around. They were two long hair, scroungy looking like they're like, look at these kids. Right in the middle of it, right in the middle of it, this one kid hits one of the Girl Scouts.
7
They
raise
were playing some game and he like hit her.
8 full.
And the kid that Bozo looks at me and goes, oh, that's a Bozo no-no. The kid goes, cram it, clown. I mean, and we just like fell on the floor. We cut to the commercial, come back, and there's these 2 empty seats right out front. I'm not lying. I would love to go find that videotape somewhere. Cram it, clown. I mean, he had a voice like an 80-year-old man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a great show.
That was way too much contact.
1 check. 7 check.
That is what she said.
Both players flopping a pair in the gutter and check, and
So that's going to be
Josh
my,
picks up a
my
diamond draw.
response to you every
Has
time
the
you
best
do that.
hand. Chris gets out.
Cram it, clown.
Pretty good card to have.
Not a bad one.
King of diamonds.
So he's like really hurt.
Are you overdue for a bomb pot or what, Billy?
It's coming up in
4 minutes. 30.
4 minutes.
They changed it to have.
Oh, they changed it.
Apparently
Oh.
our
No, they haven't changed it. That's what it's been
apparently
every
our
day.
viewers don't like bomb pops.
Oh,
But
I didn't know
everyone
that.
from
with our
15 and
viewers.
45
See
to
hand
start,
number
and then
101.
0 and 30. First half
Well,
15 and 45,
when I've been
second
able
half
to
0 and 30.
influence it, we went to 15, 0, and 45.
Right, that's how it's been.
You know what I told Clay the other day?
He's the boss.
No, I know she's the boss. I know she's the boss. Yeah.
At this table, it's like you played a beautiful chess game, and right in the middle of it, you have to stand up and go.
I mean, we can't even get a full take on
It's
this
like-
thing, so they gotta do what they gotta do.
I
If
get
they
it.
don't like seeing bomb pots, that's the way it rolls.
7 full. 8 full.
I don't feel bad.
He holds him with a lot of takes about bomb pots.
I know, exactly. I wouldn't be playing. I already told them I'm not gonna sit here 5-handed the whole time. With these professionals, yeah, professionals.
50 to call, Billy.
Rib pairs.
He skipped over you. It was an art.
I thought he did kind of.
No, I said,
These
you,
professionals.
you're not gonna win every time. You know not to play bomb pots. You're the smart one here. You know that.
Do you know you'll be putting those $10 in when the time
I
comes?
don't play like that bomb pots, 'cause that's frickin' just insane.
8 call. Big
You
way.
know, this weekend they streamed the final table.
So you can see how bad you played but still won.
Did it really?
Right. It was
The play is pretty soft. And
this play was when I watched. Like
Watch how bad it was.
in the moment, I was like, okay, some of these guys are capable.
yeah. No,
Flashes C-bet gets the job done. He had the worst
yeah,
hand,
once
but
you get to see
I
their
overestimated.
he did go the aggressive route.
like when I play tournaments over there, like I play cash games a good number, like
Shows it good for the game.
I didn't know it after.
and it's like they could be terrible at like cash, but I'm terrible at tournaments. So I go over there and they can just like crush me.
Well, you know the other Billy, long hair Billy.
I might recognize it.
He was like telling me about this guy that was sitting seat 1 or on 9. And he goes, yeah, he's huge. He won Choctaw. He's won some big tournaments. I'm like, oh, really? And I just crushed him. And he goes,
Cash or in the tournament?
Oh, that's not Addison.
Yeah,
and he's like, how do you
Number 4.
call with just middle pair? I'm like, there's nothing made sense.
yeah. Sometimes tournament players.
Beat everybody.
And I'm sure in a tournament, if somebody doesn't want to get knocked out, they would have.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Raise 50.
I wanna get
See,
on your
kind of
list
limp in
after
there.
the stream. Yeah, you put me on the list now. I gotta pay attention, these guys are too critical, I gotta pay attention to these.
professionals.
These are professionals.
Kevin with the ace king needed 50, and
I wanna get on the list.
Josh gets in there.
After these guys,
Alright, let's make it
what happened?
4-yarder.
Sometimes too.
Uncle T gonna get in there too. We're gonna go 3 ways here.
Keep it up, baby. Come on! See a 54-yarder, buddy.
The what?
I'll jump into like a higher stake than we're usually playing at.
Oh, that's it. That's good. Alright, now it's more than a two-touchdown.
You mean one? You mean
Well, unless there's some, it's some
Comes
white
the
guys.
flop.
It's so good when like a local
2 diamonds.
wins a
Uncle T with the diamond draw. Ace king, the best hands at the moment.
That was a what?
Eight of spades.
Barrels, live stream.
Straighten his boards out a little bit, but nobody actually with a straight draw. Check, check, check again. 10 on the ends, 4 to a straight on the board. Ace king still the best hand though, just ace king high, no pair. Hard to make a pair.
Ace of spades.
Oh, that's not last time when he did.
Uncle T's bet,
And a legit hand there.
gonna get the job done. Jack high, turns it into a bluff.
Take it, Tom.
2 minutes.
I think they bump on now, right?
Especially,
Either this one or the next one.
Is that right? Bump on?
Melody will tell me when. I don't
2
know.
minutes away.
Oh, 2 minutes away.
Press the button.
He doesn't want the button.
2 minutes.
He likes to play it out of position.
Keeping the count on that bomb pot.
I just don't wanna be in the bench.
I like control, you know, I want to take control of the pot with my bet. And then
Gotta make very, very sure that we play the bomb pot at exactly the right moment.
that's why I
Not a
always
minute
like the
earlier,
first
not a minute later, so whole worlds will come to an end.
Smack us on the ass. And then take the pot.
8 points.
Up by 7, one more play left.
You're about 14.
Yes, I mean, but I'm a fan. I want
Yeah,
to play.
definitely, but you're by 8 then.
I want to play it outright.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm looking pretty good on my bet. But
But no, I'm with you, when you're a fan, you're like, I don't want to do it.
Call.
All right, $30
so
bump
we're
pot
heads up then.
for everybody except for Kevin.
Texas style.
5 ways we go.
Kevin's
Five players.
Almost a bomb pot, we're only missing 1.
I see.
They all
Okay,
did,
okay.
you didn't play.
Queen Jack Deuce, 2 diamonds. And Optimize has the best hands with a pair of jacks. Chris has the only diamond draw.
8 check. 1 bet. 100.
What, you said 10?
Got her for Josh,
That, I didn't see that extra
who makes it 100. He holds and goes away. Optimize goes away. Chris can hang around, so he's got a diamond draw. So they'll go heads up.
Yeah, I've had a couple of
Josh versus Chris this time.
Heads up.
Chris looking for a diamond, not getting a diamond. 7 of hearts.
I'll leave you some.
Diamonds are good for him. His pair outs are also good. He's going to lead this turn. Not exactly sure the story he's trying to tell with his lead, but it could work. Given Josh's exact holding. Nothing really gets there on this turn. Nothing gets here on this turn. You trying to tell me he turns a set of 7s?
I think it was the actual guy.
Josh gets out of there, and
It wasn't Skull Mike. I think Skull
versus
Mike
Bluff
is like
will
one
get
of the
the job
producers
done on
who,
this
like,
occasion.
He's the face of the producer.
It wasn't Slick Rick or Skullmaker.
It
Some
wasn't
other
Slick-
guy.
There's some other guy. You could tell like he was probably.
Or
in trouble.
Josh with his hands in the cookie jar.
He's like, you can't wear it.
Certainly better than having it go check, check.
Tournament for playing with the mascot. that, but like, you know, you gotta take it off. It's bad for the stream, it's bad for the viewers or whatever they said.
Now it's bump putt.
They ran the numbers or whatever, and they said the viewers.
Maybe
If he started off with, I can't kick you out,
Guys, and he's up
then
to
there is no you have to. But,
Tom, bump putt.
Well, that, you know, I know I didn't have to because, like,
Yeah.
I knew they weren't gonna just like kick me out or anything.
yeah, I would say, absolutely.
I told them I don't care about your stream. I don't care about the numbers that you're doing. I don't care about any of that. I'm just here to play a tournament.
What do you say?
It's like, yeah, I got that, alright, you know, but you know.
you're not invited back.
You don't get to defend yourself.
Hit and
Good
run.
for you. Good for you, Kevin.
Did you wear
As
the
you
mask
see on this
outside?
stream, you're
I did
entitled
wear it.
to
You know, it says
make the choice as to what you put on your face, so long as you keep it polite.
6 players. Everybody good?
We'll blame Doug.
yeah, I thought about like, you know, should I wear it? Like, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
Diamonds on top, hearts on bottom. Chris with the diamond draw and 2 pair on the bottom. Potential scoop ability for him.
1 bet, 25.
Josh with the open-ended straight flush draw on the bottom. It's a one-way hand, but it's a hell of a one-way. Makes it 25. Jack high diamond draw for B holding and a set of 3s. Nothing on bottom
Things
though.
where like being asked me to do it.
Chris calling.
Alright, yeah, sure. For
Uncle T with his top 2. Gonna call 4 of hearts.
he was like very
Ace of
like,
clubs, so
yeah.
no flushes getting there.
I'm sure there's no policy or anything. I'm pretty
Nobody
sure
here with an ace.
1 bet, 100.
in terms of like the viewers not liking masks.
Josh does pick up a club draw on the bottom.
Everyone was
He has 2
pissed
flush
at
draws on the bottom now.
Like if you're watching a stream to this day,
Yeah. There's one guy there that used to wear like a full mask all the time and like
people cover their
Josh's
faces
100
in
gets called by
mothballs
B holds and
and
Chris
hoodies and, like, okay,
has
people
turned
wear
the wheel on
sunglasses
top.
and hoodies, and those are like, yeah, those are all.
Play like
Yeah,
this.
Queens
yeah,
and
people
deuces
go
on the
like this
bottom,
all
wheel
the
on
time.
top
7 call.
with queen high diamonds on top. Makes the call.
He's like, yeah, everything
Could
else is
consider
okay,
a
like, Jack
bit
is
more
hoodies,
aggression if he wanted. Get someone off of the chop.
3 players.
To the rivers we go.
Hey, Tom, gonna work
Diamonds get there. 7 of diamonds. Hearts get there. 6 of hearts. Chris with the queen high diamonds now. Josh with the king high hearts. Gonna be chopping it up if it gets the showdown as is. B holds him with a lesser flush. Could be on the hook for a bet here. $300 from Josh. B holds him. Gonna let it go. Chris is in an awkward spot. Makes the call. Chop it up. He does, in fact, get half. Never great to say, which half am I getting? Because he did have queens and deuces the other way. So like once in a while, he could win the bottom in a heads-up situation.
We got diamonds. You got better diamonds.
Must table all of your cards to have properly tabled your hand. So
I thought I had a 5-5 flush. and
gets
then
those
I
other
was
2
like,
cards
oh, man,
down.
I wanna,
Oh, really?
if he called, I might have folded with Oh, look at him.
Was like the
See, I've never missed with my
Give those cards back.
No, but I would have been. Well, I might have.
Back to holding for a little bit longer tonight.
Well, so he comes out.
Heading down the stretch.
He's jacking diamonds. It comes out. Again, now I'm concentrating on the back.
Yeah.
Then he comes out clean. Then king comes out. I'm like, so I'm so focused on what code he's got.
You're the 10 shot.
Ended up, he had the exact
I mean, it hardly ever happens.
No. And Sam,
One raise to 50.
when I flipped it over, I said, oh, I've got the same thing.
Josh and B holds him in there.
And Dante, it was up against Dante, and he like left.
Chris with the 50.
8 full. 9 full.
3 ways we go.
making shit.
Seven check.
Tournament dealer.
This is 4-4 rainbow. Versus 7 still good.
75. 2-bet 75. Ooh, what?
He holds him 75. Chris gets out. Josh going to continue. He's got overs and backdoor spades. Not the best hand, though. Hey, look, a spade.
One check.
He said Bankins. He's halfway there.
2-bet 225.
225 now from Beholden. About 2/3 pot. Wanting to charge any draws that Josh might have.
Made it. Nah, I was in the goal.
Alright, Chris was peeling out another spade for me. You're really scared.
Makes the call. To the river we go. 8 of spades, the magic card. Josh gets there. Beholden's got 350 left. Josh effectively puts him all in. Beholden with ace high gets out of there.
How does he do it?
I wish I could hit back doors like Josh.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Josh.
So many backdoors today.
All the backdoors. I figured either of my overcards was super live there.
I think he's backdoored all of us. One at a time. Backdoor is right here on the table.
I don't go all in before.
Shadow, please.
I just can't believe I talk that and I tell you exactly what I have and I'm being honest.
2, 5, 10.
I get there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, 'cause I didn't hit shit. You could have had nothing, and that's a 4-2.
Kings for Beholden. Chance to
Check and you
maybe make some money back here.
It's no good and you feel like you have to bet it to win the pot and then you go all in.
I bet on the turn, I fucking had you every time.
You did. I had a ton of outs.
Fucking just bullshit.
2 raise 30. 5 fold 7.
30. We open. Suited ace wheel for Uncle T. Just folds. Maybe he wasn't there. Kevin with ace queen. Gonna re-raise. This probably just gets in now.
Kevin raised to 125.
125.
59.
Josh gets out of there.
59 is the bet.
Beholden started
Our first 4-bet.
by 300 and change. All in. Call.
Call.
Kevin gonna look for the obligatory ace on the flop. Ace queen against kings. Can Beholden hold?
I like your chances.
I like my chance.
Looks like they're going twice. Kings hold on the first one.
That's you.
Huh?
That's you.
He's got an over.
I'm an overpair.
8 of hearts.
That's you.
6 of diamonds.
Just getting the graphics right here.
I don't have a pair.
Board number 2.
He already said that to me, so I'm thinking that's
Ace in the window on the second one. We're heading for a chop unless he can find the 2 outer.
Not necessarily.
Not yet.
He's got 2 outs.
You have jacks?
I got 2 outs here.
You have jacks?
No, I got
Figures and jacks.
Turn is deuce. Beholden needs a king to scoop.
9 of diamonds.
Does not get it. They're going to chop it up.
Kings and an ace. Chop it up.
Kevin's getting it in bad
I got
today and
sucked.
sucking out.
I got sucked in because I thought he was tilting from the last hand, so I was like, oh, he's jamming light.
Because tilting.
He's jamming light. I got tricked. I got
He
tricked.
was tilting with a premium, sir.
Yeah, I thought he had some bullshit.
Billy's known for that.
Sure, that's short stack. I'm gonna go.
Fair enough. You would have pulled ace queen? No.
I mean, no, that's not the reason.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. So many?
What was your 2 bet?
Three bet?
Oh, yeah.
30, I did
So he opened, you raised, and then he jammed?
I did 125, he did 360. I would have thought about folding if he wasn't
Big blind, please.
I mean,
upset, but I probably still would have called him.
My fully honest backdoor speech.
5 fold.
Yeah, it was perfect timing to
7 ace 35.
get some others. Now you have enough money.
We're just going to open up here. As queen 9 will meet resistance from Josh's ace jack. behold him. Going to behold the queen 3 and going to befold the queen 3. Heads up we go. 987 is going to be top pair for Chris. Gutter for Josh. A little something for everyone here. 35 from Chris. Josh sticking around. He's got a gut shot. And he has overs. But he's got a gut shot. He didn't hit it this time. Chris improving to top 2. 85 from Chris this time.
He wants some, he's giving it away. I mean,
Over's a little bit inconvenient for Josh.
I don't think it's gonna make it.
not much
I don't think
left.
it's gonna make it.
Less faith in his pair outs, and he does make the folds.
Yeah, I gotta keep playing that jump because when I get a legitimate hand, it's like.
Chris is going to ship him the pot.
Do you need a table?
Yeah, I'll get one.
Jesse, can you get a table for Kevin, please? Or get the brush to get a table? Yeah, first. It's gonna, last hand is gonna be at
Stream's ending, so
9:50.
he can take his mask off.
9:50 because we were late. Because we were running late. Or we, because of the technical issue.
Now that the stream's over.
We can go longer, we can go to 10. It doesn't start till 6 something, right?
It started at 5:55.
5:50.
Yeah, so 9:50 will be the
Commentators
last.
are getting sick of our way.
7 raised, 35,
They want
8
out.
fold, 9 fold.
One more last hand.
Chris opening a suited king.
3, 5.
All right, got the big dog in
35.
pitch now.
Called by Josh, behold him, and optimize. 4 ways we go.
Texas has it.
Queen 6, 2 spades. Nobody has a spade draw. Chris has a pair of kings.
7 check.
To the turn we go as everyone checks. The queen pairs.
1 check, 2 check.
None of these players play their queen.
5 bet.
Optimize. Going to express interest in this pot here. $100. Middle card pairing is a bit annoying in a 4-way pot, but Chris's hand's too good to fold even if he doesn't have a kicker to go with that king. We'll get it down to heads up.
Tell Mel, hey, is it Mel? BMG, I'm coming in. Calling it from the ground.
G's coming.
8 of diamonds. The river.
She says, oh shit.
She's 500.
Chris is good.
Oh, definite catch. Yeah. You want large? Yeah, go there. It's max here?
6 check.
Check, check. Chris takes it down.
All right, they got. Oh, I got one on the stream. Let's go.
See, Kevin, Josh, and Chris are winners this evening.
Am I supposed to be able to tell it tastes like unique or something?
No, first down.
Am I supposed to be able to tell that it tastes
Oh, bullshit. All right, 500.
It's about the smoothness. The
What seat are you coming in? 3 or 4? No, what seat? 3 or 4?
Oh, 3. Yes.
He's gonna come in 16. Yeah, for 500.
For one last gamble in there tonight as the time starts to run
Coming in
short.
with a big pot.
like bad whiskey.
Yes, 500.
I will come in for 500.
That's definitely not bad whiskey. I don't think I can
Sure, clear my
Like if you
pocket
gave
of
me
what's
2
in there, and I'll make it
And
right.
you'll make it 500. I trust
Tell
you.
me the price
I know
of the
you-
deal. Tell me which one's more expensive.
500.
Oh, that's probably.
I'm big one.
You're the strap for 10. 7 fold.
I just was. It's okay, I'm doubling.
He's gonna
9
triple
fold.
up.
She's got me on there as BMG.
Yeah,
Some more limping here.
1 call.
We bump on next hand, right?
No,
He
it's
holds him
gonna
with
be
the
double.
ace jack of
950.
diamonds.
950. 950 is the
last
last hand.
hand, last hand.
We started late. 10 to call.
Perhaps B. Holden would be interested in a role in production here. Very concerned about what time various things happen here.
2 raise, 40.
Ace Jack of Diamonds, very much worthy of a raise. He makes it 40.
5 fold.
BMG sliding in there,
8 call.
making the call. Uncle T calling, Josh calling, everybody calling. Why not?
No, that's
4 ways we go.
been picked on runner overnight.
Welcome to the game, BMG. Dropping $500 on the table.
Runner master.
Ace King 5, 2 diamonds. B Hold'em has the whole world on this flop. Top pair, good kicker. Not diamond draw. Josh has a lesser diamond draw. So he'll probably have a customer here.
Popped it up, trusted him at it, and I thought he had it.
8 fold. 100, Josh.
100 is the bet, and Josh going to make the call. B Hold'em with a little under 200 behind. He just goes ahead and moves all in. There's absolutely no turns he's afraid of, so why not? Josh with a diamond draw, but with 10 high. And not a great spot for him. Loses the bigger pairs. Also loses the better diamond drawers, like he's losing to those.
Once or twice.
Gonna make the call here. And Josh in a lot of trouble here.
Next to the dealer's kicking them.
And brick. He draws dead and he misses.
Super close.
Good for the game now.
180. You have 180?
Yes. You're too quick.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, bro.
I think she knows what she's doing. I think she knows what she's doing.
That's good mojo already.
She might know what she's doing.
All right, on to the penultimate hands of this evening here. The last holding hands.
We gave up the ball?
Do we ever?
Celebrity now. Everybody wants everyone to join.
I'm going to come and get someone.
That was a monster flop for me, but I didn't have enough money.
I missed something during the hand.
Oh,
I've
wait.
49ers all of a sudden was ball in good position.
Oh, wait a minute. 17? Oh, they
Last
scored.
hold 'em hand, guys. Last
Field
hold 'em
goal
hand.
and they have
Technical.
Yeah, we had the ball. I don't know how we lost it, but now they got good position.
It's 10 for Uncle T.
8, 2, 30. 9 fold.
Well, we're not really. You win all in.
2 call. 3 fold.
Definitely in there.
Uncle T, B Hold'em, and Chris
Next hand is bump out.
going 3 ways to the flop on the last Hold'em hands. We'll have a bomb pot to finish it out. But first, this Hold'em hands. Queen 8 deuce.
7 check, 8 check.
Pretty boring flop. Everyone misses. First one to bet at this probably wins. B Hold'em will be the one to do that. Makes it 40. Uncle T's not done with it yet, though, with his ace high. He is going to take another card here. Deuce of Hearts offers him no help. Has the best hand, but probably doesn't quite feel like that. And folds before B Hold'em can even get a 65 out there. On to the bomb pot to wrap things up tonight.
Thank you, Billy.
Hope you've all enjoyed things this evening. Always great hanging out with all of you. Enjoying some poker. Enjoying some football maybe. Enjoying some baseball.
Yeah, Garcia hit enough. Congratulations.
Be sure and come on back tomorrow as well. Big game from Dallas tomorrow.
I don't count no chicken. I count
You're in Dallas. Dallas's birthday party tomorrow.
See you
But hey, congratulations. I hope y'all get a World Series win.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
What they should do is they should somehow break out a cake and sing happy birthday to the room on the stream tomorrow.
As a youth, I grew up as an Astros.
I doubt they'll do that.
I'm glad we have.
It's probably a stupid idea. But how often do I say smart things in here? Ace 9-8, 2 clubs. Ace 5-3, 2 diamonds.
Check, 7 check, 8 check, 9 check.
King high diamond draw for optimize.
2 bet 70.
It's B Hold'em with the Jack high club draw and 2 pair on top, 2 pair on the bottom for him as well. Pots at 270. BMG
3 call.
going to call. Baby club draw
And I look at them a lot different.
and a pair of 5s. That's about it. Optimize folding his one way.
9 call.
Kevin with his 6 high diamonds gonna call.
I can't do card.
Josh with his 10 high diamonds and a flopped wheel. Repots it, he makes it 420. That's where B Hold'em could find himself in a bit of a pickle here. He has a 9-nut club draw. He has top 2, top and bottom.
Really, he's doing the word.
So he is actually blocking some of these sets. He is going to move all in here. BMG
Glad I'm not.
getting out of dodge. Kevin, open-ended straight flush draw.
I gave him my seat.
Disgusting fold. But you got to make the fold.
Come on, I mean.
Josh pulling off here.
2 pair down there. 2 pair down there.
Josh has the wheel on the bottom and the diamond draw. He's got a fade aboard pair, and it paired. 5s and 3s, and he's got all kinds of.
Clubs up top.
He's got 3s full of aces,
Clubs up top.
3s full of aces, and then the clubs.
Man,
Who has the clubs?
Incredible, Joe. Really, I mean, this much.
B Hold'em's going to scoop it. He has the clubs. Wow.
One in isolation, I had to
What a run out.
I'm gonna get in all night. And I-
Right under the wire, B Hold'em taking down a massive pot, scooping that bomb pot.
Well, tip the dealer.
Kristen getting the bill
I bet you-
800.
sorted out for Josh.
810 just on that last bet? Man, that dude was working hard for that.
What a run out there. Bink, bink.
What happened?
And that's how it's going to end tonight. Get a look at some of these stats, I believe. Aggression frequency. And we see a lot of aggression tonight. There's a good amount of raising happening, and you love to see it. Showdown stats.
Flush. Yeah, flush.
Raise first in.
That was the last one. Oh, I didn't realize you had it. Sorry.
Pre-flop raise, and B-pips.
yeah, just random when
Everybody well above the line. Above that 15%. Kevin, the big winner. B Hold'em, a big winner.
Who's commentating?
With that massive scoop at the end. Chris and Josh doing pretty good too. So that's where we'll wrap it up. So on behalf of our production staff, Kristen, Mel, David, and our dealers, Jeremy and Kristen this evening, I'm William Waddy, the New York Knit, wishing you a good night.